everybody. How y'all doing? My apologies for my tardiness running behind from my previous live, but we are here. We are here. We are here. Y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get started because we got a lot to cover. We can't dice this stuff does not end, man. From her being sued to her wanting Erica Kirk dead to her blaming Erica Kirk for unaliving her own husband, using her murder, to her admitting that she's having her stalked and she's obsessed and an idiot. And then you have the cult members, the candy asses that think that I shouldn't talk about her. Like they can control what the hell I got to say over here. It's so funny. They could just not listen, but whatever. Candy asses, come in here and hit that like button. Yes, y'all see the title is correct. Candace Owens' cult will help her lose her lawsuit. I'm going to show you how. Now, shout out to all of you all that tuned in on yesterday. We had a marathon and we went over the remaining portion, part 2 of the federal lawsuit that was filed by Brian Harpool against Candace, her LLC, Georgetown Inc., and Mitch Snow. And with some information in that was very useful. See, I love reading those lawsuits, honey. It's some good stuff chalked up in there. I get it. Law is boring. But see, here in the Lady Luck Club, we pay attention to the details. So I just want to bring to you all's attention once again exactly how the Candy Ass cult members are going to mess it up. And I'm here for it. Because they're not smart enough to stop or anything. So whatever. Oh, Candace, I know you're watching. How you doing, you dumb heifer? You dumb demon. Oh. Because I want you all to, remember this. This is how this stuff works in the court of law. See, the candy asses don't know how civil proceedings operate. They don't get it. So, of course, this stuff goes over their head. Especially when there's a jury trial demand. They don't think about that. So, I want to point out something. We're going to have the rest of the evening on this one, on Candace. I'm going to try not to hold you off for 5 hours. But we got some things to cover, y'all. So as you come in, hit that like button and stop playing around with it. Candace, you and your cult are as dumb as it gets. You understand? And I'm sure you rather just listen to me to learn about laws because you don't ask your attorneys a damn thing. You don't ask your attorneys shit, girl. Oh, man. Let me go up. Hold on. I'm trying to get to one of her claims. This was a count against him. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Because I highlighted it. I know the candy ass is watching because they're trying to figure out how are we gonna cause her to lose? She never said this and that. How are we gonna cause her to lose? Who child? Because they so dumb. Okay, hold on. So I want to make sure I get both of them in. I see one sentence I want to highlight. I gotta find the other. Oh, here it is. Oh, as reflected in her followers' comments. Y'all remember this? Hit the phone if you remember me going over this. And the premise for this highlighted portion of this statement right here. As reflected in her followers' comments. Y'all remember that? Hit the phone. I want us all to be on one accord, so people walking around here like, what do you mean? How are we gonna do that? Because they're stupid and they don't read. As reflected in her followers' comments. I should have named the title of this video just that. Straight out of the lawsuit itself. So, for those who have a brain and God has given common sense, that's at least smarter than a billy goat. When you have these civil complaints filed in the court of law, the burden to meet is a preponderance of the evidence. One of the questions that's asked is, depending on what the complaint is, in this case, it's defamation with malice intent, conspiracy to defame. What would the reasonable average viewer and listener and reader take away from what is being said by the co-defendant? If you have an entire cult, 6 million people, and this is just going based on her subs because the candy asses love reminding us how many subs she has. Like, that doesn't help her, but whatever. 6 million, meaning you got 6 million people you're influencing every time you open your damn mouth. If they walk away and on average, let's say out of 100 of them, 90 of them are saying that you believe that Erica Kirk murdered her husband, they're going to repeat that. They're posting it all over social media and they're leaving those comments in the videos on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever else, podcasts, wherever else they can leave a comment. On her website, in her book clubs, and behind those paywalls. Candace, the court can subpoena you to get those recordings and live streams you do behind that paywall, girl. Question is, do you want that become public information? They don't give a damn if you got it behind a paywall. They don't care about your book club. You said something in a video that can be used as evidence against you in the court of law. And they know that that video exists. They can get that. If you refuse to give it up, they can have it compelled. Your attorneys and you can be sanctioned and fined. Or they can get it from the actual platform carrier. So if you have paywall on X.com, and they'll just go to X and say, hey, we got a subpoena. We need these live streams. She put behind her paywall. You had to be a member to access this. And X.com is going to say, oh, okay, we're complying with this subpoena. Their legal department is not going to get involved with your bullshit. They're not protecting or defending you if a court orders them to give that up. They're going to give it up. And if your cult members are coming out of these videos, walk away from reading your post, collectively under the belief that you are accusing Erica Kirk of murdering her husband, their comments will be used against you in the court of law. Because in this civil proceeding, it is based upon what the average reasonable. Now, am I going to sit here and give her cult that much credit to say that they're reasonable? No. But what they do is tell on themselves. So here's where, y'all see that as reflected in the followers' comment. And when they mean by reasonable, meaning let's put these statements, let's put this video in front of a jury. And let's see what the collective thinking would be once they read these statements or see this video. And here's where, they reiterate this with case law, where even for a lawsuit, you have case law that has set a precedence to say that if these statements would reasonably be understood by readers or listeners as implying verifiable facts, then you can accuse that person of giving provably false statements as a part of your defamation claim. Does that make sense? Hit the phone. And you got case law to support that. Look at God. Oh, Candace, your own coat is going to get you effed up. Oh, and we're here for it. Oh, Candace. Oh, Candace. They're going to get you effed up. So now you have case law that says that if it is reasonably understood by readers and listeners, not just the cult now. See what they're doing is they're using her cult members, her followers' comments against her as evidence. But when it comes to statements that would reasonably be understood by readers or listeners, that's not limited to her cult. That's any person reading or listening to her bullshit. That includes us, Candace. Because there are more than 6 million people listening and reading your BS. They're not going to just limit that to your cult following. So if I'm listening to a video or reading Candace Owens' post, and me and let's say 99 other people, 100 of us read it, if 99 of us reasonably understood that she was implying some verifiable fact that Erica Kirk should be jailed for murdering her husband, for being a part of a cover-up, for conspiracy to murder, for aiding in a murder, for going to a meeting on Fort Huachuca to plot an assassination of her husband. Guess what's going to happen? The jury will come to the same conclusion and issue a judgment against Candace Owens because they took her evidence, her videos, her posts, her followers' comments, because see, they're the ones that believe on every word she says. And then they said, okay, according to case law, what would be reasonably be understood by readers and listeners? Not just her followers, by any person. And the majority of us say, you're implying that this girl murdered her husband. You're inferring that she had some involvement in a cover-up, went to a meeting with Brian Harpool at a Fort Huachuca and all this bullshit. You know, remember when Mitch Snow said he saw her on a military base? Somehow she got past cameras, surveillance cameras on a military base and went to some top secret meeting. Well, she's not in the military. She doesn't work for the government. But somehow she was there. And he was 95 to 99% sure because her eyes don't lie. Something with the eyes is an unforgettable eyes. Then it is reasonably understood that you are accusing Erica Kirk of being involved in planning, plotting, and having a hand in the assassination of her husband. You are accusing her of murdering her husband. Whether those exact words came out of your mouth, Candace, that's not what this case law said. It doesn't have to. You see, her cult members, they're not going to read this case law because they're not that smart. But for those who want to fully understand what I mean, this is what case law is for. It sets a precedence on how this is to be interpreted. And here's how it was interpreted in another case that went to the Supreme Court. U.S. Candace, you don't have a shot, girl. And then, amidst all of the evidence you've had, you still chose to go out here and lie like hell. You still proceeded on with attacking and defaming, implying that people are involved in murders, despite having evidence to prove otherwise. You still published and disseminated information that you knew actually was not true. That a reasonable reader or listener would interpret the statements about a team referring specifically to Harpo, or that a reasonable reader or listener would interpret statements where you're saying that Erica Kirk had something to do with the cover up or the plot and planning of her husband's assassination. That you're saying that she murdered her husband. You can't make this up. And guess what that is? Even being involved in the conspiracy to murder someone, that's a crime. You go to jail for that. So saying the actual words doesn't take away the defamation, because you're still accusing her of committing a crime, a criminal offense that you cannot prove with evidence, even being a part of a conspiracy or a cover up or the plotting and planning of such assassination is a criminal offense. And if you don't have evidence, that can be proven to be false, and you can be held legally liable for defamation. And so far, Erica Kirk has not been charged. There are no court documents, nothing in any court of law where it would matter most, proving that she was involved with any cover up, a conspiracy, or a plot or plan or anything of the assassination of her husband. Even that alone is a criminal offense, and you're accusing her of committing a criminal offense. That is the epitome of defamation. So let's go over here to X, because I just say, it'd be interesting to see how many people are going around here actually believing. So far, just based on the search that I've done, that Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Erica Kirk murdered her husband. That's how I searched it on X. And let's look at her followers' comments, shall we? Y'all ready? Because Candace, I'm here for it. Before we get to that, we got some supers. Jacqueline, how you doing, honey? Thank you for the $4.99. Only mistake EK made was going to TN. Should have carried on with their live show, confronting her lies with or without her. I do agree to that. The only thing that I could see beneficial with Erica Kirk going to Tennessee is if she plans on filing the lawsuit, of course, in the district court in Tennessee, because she can claim that the defamation occurred in Tennessee and that she went there to present the information to Candace to give her the truth, and Candace still chose to disregard the truth and disseminate these provable false statements, and to continuously accuse her of committing a criminal offense, even conspiracy to commit murder or cover it up or aid or plot or plan in it. That's still a criminal offense. So that would be the only benefit, is to say we flew out here to Tennessee to correct her errors, to provide her with documentation. 4.5 hours. We sat down in the state of Tennessee near her residence, and we provided her with this information, and she still went out and act as if none of that shit happened and kept lying and continued to defame with malicious intent. That is the only way I could see that being a trip worthwhile. Otherwise, I agree. At the very least, I really hope that one of them recorded the whole thing. God, please tell us you recorded it, Erica Kirk. Tennessee is a one-party consent state. She would not have needed Candace's permission. One-party consent state. I give myself consent. As a matter of fact, it was what, 4 of them? 2 of them, I'm sure, consented. So that's all that's needed. It's one party. Only one party needs to consent. Bottom line. But I really hope she did record it. Because otherwise, you're right. I think all of this should have been done in videos that can be played with timestamps and used as evidence in court. Otherwise, I really hope Erica Kirk was recording either way, somehow, and has something, on tape to play in court if she needs to when she sues her. But she's going to have to sue her. She's going to have to. Because this is crazy. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super. Thank you for the $1.99 super. Jacqueline said people doing any of this to EK and their kids are evil. Exactly. I agree. And they're about to get it. So, to Brian Harple, I told you that we here in the Lady Luck Club will help you to get as much evidence and exhibits as you need, bro. Erica Kirk, you might have tagged her in this. This is for you as well. You're going to have to sue her. We're waiting on you to drop your federal lawsuit. We're going to go through and see how many of Candace's followers have walked away literally saying that Erica Kirk murdered her husband or Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk based on what Candace Owens has stated. Oh, yeah. See, Candace, this is what the attorneys are doing. They're getting your followers' comments to use as exhibits. But the average, and it didn't even say average, reasonable reader or listener would walk away from your videos and your posts with the understanding that you are accusing Erica Kirk of committing a criminal offense. Whether it is a conspiracy to cover up an assassination or aided in an assassination, or she facilitated and carried out an assassination. All of those are criminal offenses. Bottom line. Someone get the statute code for conspiracy to commit murder in the state of Arizona so that we can just have that shown that is a real statute code. That is a chargeable criminal offense. Even conspiracy. When you're saying that she went to a meeting at Fort Huachuca and Mitch Snow was 95 to 99%, he saw her there in a meeting that plotted and planned to assassinate Charlie Kirk. You're saying that she was a part of a plan or conspiracy to assassinate her husband. Candace, you don't have to be reasonable. But what the law defines to be reasonable will be any person that listens to that and understands the law, say, yes, she's accusing her of being a part of a conspiracy to murder her husband. Let's see what your followers think. Oh, here's one that says, don't follow me. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Candace, these are your people. Replying to Representative Thomas Massey and TP Action. TPUSA executives, along with Erica Kirk, murdered Charlie Kirk. Oh my God. Who knew? This was on March 12th. Candace, your followers are sitting here repeating that flat out. And they don't give a shit, do they? Did I tell you, candy ass cult members, that this was not going to fare well for you? Didn't I tell you that? Cult members, candy asses. Didn't I tell y'all? You enter my chat at your own peril. Didn't I tell y'all dumbasses that? You think they will learn? Like when I say I don't care how you feel, you think they will pick up on that? Oh, we certainly don't care how they feel now. But Brian Harpool's attorney definitely would care. Yeah, before they start deleting these comments, because they think they can just delete them and it's gonna go away. I don't know. So that's don't follow me. Said that. Oh, let's go see what the Patriot Oasis said. Breaking news, because fire and the emergency alarm emoji. Breaking. Candace Owens just unveiled her smoking gun evidence, in quotations, proving Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Now, to all the reasonable readers and listeners in the chat, hit the 4 if you understand this based on what you're reading for yourself and what I've just read, you just audibly heard, that Candace Owens has evidence to prove that Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Hit the 4 if that is what you reasonably understood from this. Candace, I know you're listening because you have no other choice, girl, because you're an idiot. Hit the 4 if that's what you reasonably just took from that. Oh, we got reasonable readers and listeners up in here. In accordance with case law, U.S. Supreme Court rulings. My Lord. Y'all, can we say hallelujah? Listen. Candace. Ever so often, God will use somebody to do something that you least expect. And you might not understand in the beginning, why is Lady Luck Club doing this? Why is she going through these X comments like this? And see, when it lines up with case law, it gives it a whole new meaning, doesn't it? All of a sudden, these comments become, it just becomes a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. That's what these comments are now. Because see, now we have the backing of the law to help understand your followers reiterating what you say, because they have reasonably read and listened to you, and they're walking away saying that you have evidence proving Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Because their toddler woke up at 2:45 a.m. Candace, let's watch this video. Oh, we're going to watch the video, girl. Candace, we're watching your video so we can reasonably hear what the hell you said.
I just would like to ask why. She then says that Charlie woke up for a snack at 2:45 in the morning. And apparently he was so loud, the apartment's small, and maybe it was his excitement. He's like, yeah, you, yeah, I'm so excited. Who knows? Okay, we're not clear on that. But the implication is that's what woke up her 3-year-old daughter at 2.
The implication? Oh, it's funny how you can use that term, but yet somehow inference is not a term you're familiar with. The law is, though. You know, what is the reasonable listener going to infer from this? What is your implication in these statements you're making in this video? Let's see. Let's keep listening.
45 in the morning. That's not when toddlers at the age of 3 wake up, okay? These are sleep-trained toddlers, okay? Gigi wakes up at 2:45, 3-year-old kid who should be in the REM stage of sleep. Toddlers knock out. Maybe Gigi is a light sleeper. It's also just curious that they're all awake. It's 2:45 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but the resolution.
You don't know what's going on because you don't live there. But, you know, maybe you do because you say you have sources and direct contacts that live in the building, right? Candace, you said you have sources and direct contacts that live in the building. You've admitted to stalking her. You're aiding and stalking, which is a felony in the state of Arizona. It's a felony. So you have your sources and direct contacts that live in the building, so they can just tell you the kids were up at 2:45 in the morning. They were just crying and wailing. They wouldn't go to bed. We was up all night. We're tired. We just wanted to call and check in, give you our status update report because you're obsessed and you refuse to talk about anyone else. Now we're all sleep deprived because we've been stalking Erica Kirk and her 2 kids on behalf of Candace Owens, giving her our reports about how these kids have been crying all night. May they lose sleep forever. May every source and direct contact, Candace Owens, that you have living in the building with Erica Kirk, henceforth, now and forevermore, lose sleep. Period. I hope they hear nothing but hollering babies in their heads. Babies crying to no avail, to no end. Let that be the thing that they hear when they close their eyes at night and not be able to get a second of sleep. Because stalking is illegal. Oh, how you doing? No reply. How y'all doing? Y'all come on in here and hit that like button. How y'all doing? I know, Sling Guy. I see you up in here, honey. How you doing? What's going on, Zachary? She's supposed to be a mother. Candace got 4 kids. So we here. The candy asses. I'm so glad the candy asses are coming in. America loves Candace. Oh, okay, keep on. These lawsuits gonna love her too, because she's gonna start losing and having to pay up millions. Candace, continue to tell us about how you're inferring that Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk with your so-called evidence.
And she's clear on the resolution to this sort of pre-dawn fracas is that Gigi is going to sleep in Charlie's bed.
What?
And because she wanted him to be amazing. I'm starting to get a feeling that there might have been another reason that the daughter woke up, but stick with me.
Okay. We stick
maybe there's noise, not from excitement, but maybe an argument. Maybe there was an argument. That would make more sense to me, especially when we add in how she concludes that portion by telling us that Charlie took off his wedding ring during that same night, which is why he, of course, then had to put it back on the next morning.
So Candace is saying they had an argument and somehow the argument kept the kids up. Even though she has sources and direct contacts that live in the building that could have just told her what the hell was happening, right? I mean, they're reporting to her about these babies crying. Go ahead and keep inferring about how you think all of this is evidence. Her smoking gun evidence proving Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Come on, girl.
And Erica says that he snuck in the next morning to put that wedding band on. I immediately clocked that. Even when that interview was live, I said, that's weird, just because I know Charlie, but I couldn't explain that to the audience. I know Charlie. Charlie's the kind of person who could sleep with his boots on. Like this little ring. I don't know.
Wow. You can't
virtually
take his
any
ring
men.
over him?
Truly, I don't know any. But obviously I'm assuming there are. Maybe you've got a funky little band and maybe your hands swell in the summer. I don't know, that like meticulously take that little band off. Charlie doesn't strike me as the type of person who would do that. I said that seems a little off.
Wow. So he took his wedding bang off. She's assuming they had an argument. The baby won't stop crying. And, here's what a reasonable reader and listener deducted from this. That this is smoking gun evidence proving Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Let's keep going. Oh, Candace. Let's keep going. So, we have more posts here where Candace said in this video, everyone's suddenly making videos saying that because I said he was betrayed by everyone. Obviously, what I meant was Erica Kirk murdered her husband. Candace said this in this video. Candace, we're just reasonably listening and reading some of your followers, because I don't think this woman is her follower, but some of your followers' comments where they're repeating what you're saying. Oh, we're going to get to that here. Go ahead and tell us about how you think somehow saying that Erica Kirk betrayed her husband, that now she murdered her husband.
And then they made it go viral. They sent it out to all the right people. Steven Crowder, right?
Yeah,
everyone suddenly making videos saying that because I said he was betrayed by everyone, obviously what I meant was Erica Kirk murdered her husband. And this was all happening because I mentioned the Egyptian plane. I am certain of it. And so that you can...
Something she couldn't prove. Oh, girl, I am certain this was going to be a laughable punchline to the jury in that federal lawsuit, where you think that somehow these Egyptian planes are substantiated and makes some excuse for you to stalk Erica Kirk because you got sources in direct contacts that live in her building. Why bring up the planes again?
Look backward and really see how these psychological campaigns work. I want you to watch this clip of Steven Crowder trying to convince people that despite the words that are coming out of my mouth, they shouldn't. And
the words coming out of your mouth, it's not what the case law says. No. It's the inference or implication. What would reasonably, girl? This is why I'm going over the lawsuit filing, where you have case law that's as good as law to help be able to make these legal arguments in the way where your statements are juxtaposed to convey the false impression of facts, or that a reasonable reader or listener listening to your bullshit will walk away under the belief that you are saying that Erica Kirk murdered her husband. Why would you say everyone betrayed him? He was married with 2 kids. What about his kids? Did the kids betray him too? You're not even giving out an opinion. Even your allegations and statements that you're making could be to the point where they're seen as affirmative allegations or assertions, where you're conveying them as a verifiable fact. And all of this is in the lawsuit filing. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was sharing it. Here it is. You have case law to support this stuff. Even if you give something that's technically true and then you provide false information, it makes the entire publication false and defamatory. You got case law, because case law. Candace, you're not an attorney. You're not that smart. You can't make this stuff up. This girl does not. This is why she doesn't read these things. She doesn't read lawsuit filings. She doesn't understand how this stuff is going to be heard in the court of law, where it matters the most. And because Candace Colt don't read either, you know, the candy asses don't even read Dr. Seuss books. They're not going to read case law. They're not. They're definitely not going to read this. And they don't understand case law. They don't understand what that means. They don't understand how law should be interpreted. Hell no. Candace, that's the problem with you. You think you have to say the words for the implication and the assertion to be done? Nope. Absolutely not. That is not how that works. Even just the conspiracy to commit murder is a criminal offense in every state. So I don't know why, even with her saying that she attended a meeting on a military base that was a meeting to plot and plan the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and you have someone saying that they saw Erica Kirk there, how you think you're going to explain this in your defense to the judge to where you're not saying that she was not involved in the plot and plan to assassinate her husband? What is your defense team going to say to the judge and jury? I'm just curious. because they're not going to be able to get around this. Just as much as Brian Harple is saying these things in his complaint, Erica Kirk can say the same thing in hers. You know why? Because you and Mitch Snow did this dumbass show where he said he saw her with Brian Harple. So many of their allegations are going to be parallel to each other. And your followers' comments are being used against you, Candace. Oh, Candace. Well, let's get back to this. Because, we're here for it. Candace, you think that you have to say the words. No, you don't. Nope. Even with defamation per se is the implication, girl. I'll let your attorneys explain that to you. Let's get back to her followers' comments that are saying stuff like this. Oh, man. Tired peasant. Erica Kirk most likely murdered her husband. This was on March 20th. You see, this was what your followers are saying, Candace. You should be so proud. These are going to land in lawsuits. Look at God. As exhibits. Your followers are walking away with this. Your followers are saying this, Candace, because they're listening to your dumbass every day and reading your posts. You're doing these shows and series. Oh, man. That Bride of Charlie series. Oh, Candace. Oh, man. You put your foot in your mouth. I don't even have to watch it to know how many of those videos and clips are going to be used in Erica Kirk's federal lawsuit against you. All of them. Every episode will be an exhibit. Candace, your followers are saying this. And the law permits these attorneys to utilize your followers' comments to reemphasize your defamatory remarks, because that is the implication, the interpretation, what you're inferring to a reasonable listener and reader. Not just your coat. We're also saying the same thing. You're accusing Erica Kirk of murdering her husband. You did a whole series trying to provide evidence to prove it. A whole series. The Bride of Charlie. So the Bride of Chucky did a 12-part series called The Bride of Charlie? Oh, Candace, you Bride of Chucky. And your followers are repeating it to the core. Ah! So Tired Peasant, here's another one. Brian Harple is another exhibit. Erica Kirk, you're welcome. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. This is Semitic. Oh, and then he got a Bible verse here. Next to an ant with the middle finger. Ooh, that's something. Oh, this profile is something else. I guess it's supposed to be anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic at Matthew 4:8. Never mind scripture. Who cares about a DUI? Erica helped murder her husband. Candace, your followers are saying this. The attorneys are using this as exhibits for federal lawsuits. I'm going to try to take this whole live stream when I'm done with it. We're going to tweet this over to Erica Kirk. Girl, you better be paying attention and get every single damn comment off this. This is just on X. We haven't even gone to a video comment section. Candace, I'm coming for that Bride of Charlie videos. I'm going to the comment section. They can't even delete them fast enough. Not over there. It's 12 episodes. How many episodes over there? Candace, we going to the Bride of Charlie's videos next. Candace, your followers are saying this. They're saying what you said, girl. Look at that. They're not walking away like, oh, I'm confused. I don't know if she's accusing him of murdering anything. And of course, I don't care if you say the words. It's the implication. Reasonable listeners and readers are walking away having understood that based on your videos and your posts, you're accusing Erica Kirk of murdering her husband and in being involved in a conspiracy because you brought somebody on that said that they saw her at a fort on a military base at a meeting, a top brass meeting with these military officials where they were planning on murdering Charlie Kirk. You're accusing her of conspiracy to murder her husband as well, which is also a criminal offense. That's still defamation. Should we keep going? We're going to keep going. So you have a Joe Kent. Y'all remember Sloppy Joe Kent? Poses for a photo next to Candace Owens, who says that Erica Kirk murdered her husband, is a lesbian pedophile connected to Epstein, and a groomer. Ooh, Sloppy Joe Kent said that. Ow! Sloppy Joe Kent. Did he say that in a video? Because I want to play it. I want to play it. Does anyone know if there's a video? No reply. Do you know if there's a video on this? Anyone know? Sloppy Joe Kent video of him saying that? Oh, let's look that up. Oh, Sloppy Joe Kent. See, does it pay to sit here and does it pay to sit here and say all that? I'm just saying. He calling her a pedo. He calling her all this stuff. I want to play that video of that. Anyone know the video? So we can get that recorded in here before it comes up missing somehow. Because they think spoilage of evidence is cute. Because they're cowards. These punk asses gonna sit here and try to delete everything off. Because they scared that it's gonna be used in a lawsuit. Let's get it recorded. Is there a video? I'll look for it. Maybe it was a Tucker interview. Okay. Let me know. No reply. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna get that video. Tina Marie, thank you so much. Anyone, whoever comes up with it, let me know. We're looking for a video where Kent called Erica Kirk. Wait, what does it say here? Joe Kent poses for a photo next to Candace Owens. This is on March 21st of this expose. Who says that Erica Kirk murdered her husband, is a lesbian pedophile connected to Epstein and a groomer. Who did Candace say that or Joe Kent say that? I want to play the video. Or pull up that post. Then Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson had him on their podcast. So Joe Kent said it. So Joe Kent said this about Erica Kirk murdering her husband, lesbian pedophile connected to Epstein and a groomer. Yeah, because we want to play that so Joe Kent's video can be used against Candace in the court of law. Hell yeah. Where that video? Oh, I want it. I want to play it. Because these clowns, they really think they can just, like, this is not protected speech. That's defamation. You're accusing her of committing a criminal offense to which you can't prove. You got to, criminal offenses have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. No, there's evidence on that. Joe Kent should know that, right? Didn't he work for the government? And yet Candace trusted this clown. According to Ms. Snow, Candace trusted Sloppy Joe Kent. And he worked for the feds? This was her leak in the feds? On all things dealing with Charlie Kirk? While he's actually accusing Erica Kirk of committing a criminal offense of murdering her husband. Oh man, I want to play that video or show that post. She said it. I want to play that video where she said that. I don't care who said it. Whoever said it, I need to pull that video up. Oh, we got to get that video in. Where is that video? Where's that post? It's something else. It says then Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson had him on their podcast. It seems like Joe Kent said it. Oh man. I'm trying to find something. Y'all let me know. We're gonna go on to the next one. Tell me what you find. Because I'm sure if he said, he just said it. Like all these people up in here just saying this stuff. Oh, let's see. Yo, we got some comedy gold. So far, that's what we got. We got more. Candace, there's more. Because you do understand. This is what your people are saying. Eric Snowden says Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk, her husband. Why is he saying it?
First, a high-level NSA drop just exposed some of her darkest secrets. Then, a CIA drop revealed even worse. If you think this is unprecedented, has been neck-deep in the intelligence community for generations. A dynasty of deception with parents, grandparents, and a secret sister whose classified dirt makes this betrayal look terrible. Buckle up. This rabbit hole doesn't just go deep. It goes all the way to the top. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community.
Oh boy, I just played it.
Say, go up to him. She's a pusher, right? Lori's a pusher. I always thought it was so strange how you never mentioned that I was at the airport with Charlie. Just thought that was so weird. You never said that. Yeah, I saw Charlie with Candace because we were actually together for that trip. So interesting. Anyways, it's a tangled web that we weave, Erica.
It's not speculation anymore. Lori Francevy, born Loretta Ann Abbas, has one of her names appearing in documents.
Because she's trying to prove that Erica Kirk killed her husband.
The gangster
family, another prominent Jewish family.
But where's Edward Snowden?
Those things and tracked that.
Hold on.
Home, call hospice, and doctors.
Percent and the
order.
Look random. They're going to be whenever there's an opportunity and they need to lie. Then you have assets, and assets have lives built for them, and they're lying. It's going to come across as more of a pattern. I want to keep this in mind as we go through the behavior of Erica Kirk and some of the red flags I've seen and align it to.
Yeah, but no evidence. No evidence that she conspired or facilitated the act of murdering her husband. All these clowns don't care about these videos being used against Candace. And I hope some of these people get named. Why would Edward Snowden want to tune in into any of this? Exposes Erica Kirk as a sleeper CIA agent who murdered Charlie on command. Really? Edward Snowden doesn't even live in the United States of America. Go figure. According to Edward Snowden, Erica just... Oh, Lord. According to Edward Snowden, Erica wasn't just Charlie Kirk's wife. She was his handler. And her final order wasn't surveillance. It was cold-blooded murder. Oh, child. TPV Sean can be listed as a co-defendant for even disseminating this bullshit. This is what the responsibility of the press should be, to share facts. When you are going to say that someone carried out a criminal offense. So I hope they name his ass as a co-defendant. Why not? Edward Snowden, TBV Sean. Why are they putting this shit up and they don't have any evidence to prove that? Nothing that they've said or done or showed was evidence to prove that she murdered her husband. None of this. None of it.
And
I don't care what this lady has to say.
She's living a lie. That's what that pattern of behavior tells me.
Yeah, but did she murder her husband? Where's that evidence? You can't make this shit up.
She's living a lie. In addition, it's already come out that Tyler Boyer said she called him for the interview, and she
How's that evidence that she murdered her husband?
was dating Cabot Phillips. So he has
nothing to do with the murder of Charlie Kirk.
integrated herself
for
two connections related to Charlie Kirk. So it's
none
not
of this is proof
by chance. I think that those two people told her a lot about Charlie Kirk, and she learned about a target. Let's just say that
not
happened.
evidence.
So her target's Charlie. She learns everything about him, who she needs to be to attract that kind of man. It is not hard to do, all right? And she plays that role. But she's not the mastermind.
They're all accusing Erica Kirk of murdering her husband with no evidence. You know, a whole crime. It's a crime. Punishable up to, considering the level of the charge, could be the death penalty. Definitely life in prison. Many, many, many decades.
You look at the epicenter of what I've looked at between Superfeed Technologies, the Blue and White Country connection.
None of this. The judge is going to be so pissed if he's got to sit back and listen to this bullshit as justification on why you're accusing this girl of murdering her husband.
Tyler Boyer, Erica Kirk. You know who sits in the middle of all that?
Lord.
Her mom.
Look past the headlines. At the epicenter of Superfeed Technologies and Israeli connections and the hostile turning point
look past the
convicted
headlines.
woman he needed her to be. And then the VPNs you thought were your shield, your last line of defense against government and corporate surveillance, have already been hijacked. One television is
you can't make this up.
for marketing. Backdoors no.
He blamed all this on Edward Snowden. Where's Edward Snowden?
Before we die.
Where's Edward
Lucky
Snowden?
you're on pilgrimage, I guess. You just got lucky you're on pilgrimage, I guess, and there Charlie was at the airport. And
She's just mad because she didn't get mentioned. What the hell? Let me respond to him in real time. Do not delete this video. Where's your evidence? Oh. Do not delete this video, you punk ass. Let's go back. Because somehow now, people are reporting this as it's written. Y'all see that? And they're forwarding this. Diana Jack's forwarding this off. Why are you forwarding this? I wouldn't forward this shit. If I am sitting here forwarding any, I'm responding to it. Where's the evidence on this stuff? Where's the evidence? Look at this. Abolish Empire did a whole video. These are Candace. These are your followers, girl. They're so proud of this. These are your followers, Candace. This is what the lawsuit said. They're using your followers' comments. And they've got plenty to work with. I'm giving them more. Your followers' comments are being used. Your followers' videos, Candace, are all being used against you in a federal lawsuit, you dumbass girl. Oh, and we're here for it. Don't start deleting shit, candy asses. Leave them comments and videos up. Don't turn into cowards now. Stand on it. Stand on it. Y'all making these accusations implying criminal behavior with no evidence? Stand on that. So that way, when your shows up as an exhibit in a federal complaint, and you can't sit here and say, I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. No, we're reading the words and we listen to the videos. You got people here reporting that as news with no evidence. You can't make this up. Watch out. Yeah, keep on. What is this video here? Y'all, there's a whole Legos video on this. From Abolish Empire on X. Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Period. Oh, okay, cool. So we're going to watch this video.
Hey, y'all. This one's for the timeline. the perfect wife show.
He made this a whole
Charlie
song.
at the preaching, but we all kind of know. Secret nights with Benny, keeping it on the low. Mom spilled the tea, said the family man thing was just for show. Then that Utah night under those bright lights, one rooftop shot into Charlie's big fight. Goodbye, Charlie. Goodbye.
How you expect a reasonable reader or listener to not walk away, especially when you said it flat out in bold letters? Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk on April 19th. Abolish empire. How do you expect the reasonable reader or listener to not walk away under the belief that you feel and you stated as a point of fact that Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk, and you have a song to go with it?
Charlie, ain't no widow tears, she's smiling oh so hearty.
But you can't make this shit up.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Oh, girl.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Charlie.
Candace, your coat people are sick and disgusting. They're gonna be
Hugging on
sued.
JD, took over the org faster than you could blink.
Oh,
Take
they
the
could be
wheel,
so
move the
sued.
cash, didn't miss a thing. Wrapped her arms round Van's fingers through his hair. Whispered, you remind me of Charlie, honey. We all stare. She's crazy, she's wild, she's living her best life while the internet's screaming Black Widow. That's right. Police said lone gunman.
Black
Case closed real quick, but the conspiracies are thick and the room.
Candace, you call her a Black Widow. Do you understand how egregious that is? You understand how egregious that is? Oh, man, you will not be able to explain this to the jury, girl. Attorneys are using your followers' comments against you. Oh, man. Don't get mad at them. The reasonable reader or listener would understand these statements to apply to Erica Kirk. These videos, these songs, these posts. I mean, this person literally put in the title, Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Hit the 4 if you all, as reasonable readers and listeners, see that Abolish Empire is accusing Erica Kirk of murdering Charlie Kirk. Hit the 4. You know, because we're reasonable readers and listeners. Under law. Under the law. And the court would interpret this. Yep, you're accusing, your followers' comments are reinforcing what you've been saying, Candace, for 8 months. Ugh. There's no question about it. None. Candace, they made a song.
Rumors are slick. She's glowing on stage with the next big thing. Erica's crazy era. Let the whole world.
How dare you misuse Legos like this to insinuate a criminal offense?
Say goodbye, Charlie. Goodbye, Charlie. She's the new queen now, living wild and free. Goodbye, Charlie.
This girl got 2 kids with him. Candace, you feel proud of that? You proud of that? Oh, Candace. More of your people. Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk, said on March 9th, 2026 from Mr. Infidel. Your viewers are leaving these comments as is. Candace, this is going to be used as evidence against you in federal lawsuits. Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk, says Mr. Infidel on X on March 9th. You can't say, oh, this is all after they put that video out. Nope. This was on March 9th. Oh, man. And he got a blue check next to his name, Mr. Infidel. So you going all the way there? I hope you all know, to the candy asses. I told you. You enter my chat at your own peril. And you clowns didn't learn shit. You don't read. You don't read laws. You don't understand case law. You don't understand how these matters are adjudicated in the court of law. You think you're above the rule of law. You think Candace is above the rule of law. You're going to learn today. Mr. Infidel said it flat out. Erica Kirk married Charlie Kirk. I did a search on X. I just typed in a search for these words as is, like this. What y'all? Mm-mm-mm. Look at this. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Y'all can do it too. Y'all can just go on x.com and just search Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Erica Kirk murdered her husband. Erica Kirk killed her husband. Erica Kirk killed Charlie Kirk. You're going to get a plethora of comments like this. A plethora. Irene Crow says here, Donald Trump and Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Both of them are on Epstein files on March 16th. On X. Irene Crow. All this stuff here. And then somehow they think that this shit is cute. Reasonable readers and listeners are walking away with the understanding that Candace Owens accused Erica Kirk of murdering her husband, Charlie Kirk. Reasonable readers and listeners. Her cult members are reiterating that as if it's verifiable fact with no evidence. Her cult members are repeating this as verifiable fact. They're not asking questions. They're not providing any evidence. She has not been charged with a crime. They're saying flat out as a verifiable assertion, as a verifiable fact that she did it. Yep. Can't make this stuff up. And then they want to get mad. Has she ever said that? She's implied it. The law doesn't even require that she says those words. She said enough for the reasonable reader and listener to walk away knowing that's what she said. That's what she inferred, implied. That's what's understood by many people, not just her cult following. And that's the thing. They think, well, she didn't say those words. That's because they're stupid and they don't understand how this stuff goes in court. Nor do they understand the case law that supports the implications of such. When you infer that, when the reasonable reader or listener is able to conclude that you are saying that. Child. Yeah, Baby Yoda fella said, because Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. I mean, they're saying this as a verifiable fact. Baby Yoda fella. On January 22nd, go figure. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. They don't understand how case law works. This is why we go through that lawsuit filing, so y'all can understand. The words in this order didn't have to come out of her mouth. You have case law that says even the implication is enough for it to be defamatory. Candace, you're going to lose your lawsuit against Erica Kirk and Brian Harper and the Macrones. You're going to lose. Can't make this up. CBS Studio 54 Media Newsnet. They said flat out, Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk on December 12th, 2025. Candace, your followers are saying it flat out. Then it's a question mark. This is a statement fact that they're making here. They're not even implying it roundabout. They're just saying the words flat out. Oh, and your cult followers' words are going to be used against you. All of these posts. Oh, we got to go to some of the comment sections. Anybody saw the video with what you call it? With Joe Kent? Oh, I have Dana. You have a Dana Loesch? Okay, we'll play that. Look at this. James Madison on X said here on April 10th, Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk, Candace. TPV Sean can be listed as they have 349,000 followers on X. They can be listed as a co-defendant. He did this on April 7th because they watched your dumbass Bride of Charlie series. So TPV Sean can be listed as a co-defendant. Can't make this up. Iran released proof Erica Kirk murdered Charlie as part of Israeli coup of America. What the fuck is he talking about? This guy definitely should be sued. You can't make this up. He should definitely be named as a co-defendant. Oh my good Lord. Him and Mitch Snow. And because they don't know the law, they don't know that, oh, she inferred it though. Can't make this up. All right, let's go to oh man. You said you tagged me in something, honey. Let's see. You said Dana Loesch. Didn't I tag? I think I tagged her. Hold on. I really want to play him saying that. Joe Kent? Oh yeah. I really want to play him saying that. He said Dana Loesch? Oh y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Miss Snow did a response. Oh man. This is Mitch Snow's response to this federal lawsuit. Just to let everyone know, Amy and I are okay. We don't care. My ex filed suits claiming I should be thrown in jail and she should get all my assets and income because her attempts to stalk me, harass me, lie about me, extort me have failed. So my phone was off as I had to reply to that stupid mess. When I picked it up, I had 80 plus texts from everyone asking if we are okay because Brian Harpool wants to sue me in Tennessee. He is suing you. Not wants to. He is suing you in Tennessee because he can't prove he was not in Arizona while using a lawyer. He proved he was not in that military base. The jury won't care about what you think you're seeing when you look at the evidence. They're going to deliberate on what they see and what they know to be evidence in this reality here on Earth. Stay in that alternate reality over there with Candace if you want to, you clown. Because he can't prove he was not in Arizona. What do you mean? 2 negatives cancel out to a positive because he's an idiot. While using a lawyer from Florida that's not licensed to practice in Tennessee. It's called pro hoc vice. See how they don't know laws? It's called pro hoc vice, you dumbass. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I'm going in. You might want to cash out that Save Go Now money and get you an attorney. That's how it's done in real time. It's called Prog VJ, you idiot. You can't make this up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Thank you, Sifa. Okay. Oh, man. Her code got it coming. They have no idea half of their posts are going to be used against her in court. And some of these bigger accounts and ex-followers should be named as co-defendants. In Erica Kirk's lawsuit, many of them should be named. Get Project Constitution, What's the wolves in finance clown ass? That TJ, whoever that HGTV, whatever, get his ass. Get all of them. Get them all. This moron. He's so stupid. So, where they want Tennessee to claim jurisdiction on me because I live in Washington State. Where they want Tennessee to claim jurisdiction on me because I live in Washington State. Where? Are you asking a question? He's really this stupid. Y'all hear this? I'm going to read this again. Where they want Tennessee to claim jurisdiction on me, comma, because I live in Washington State. What's this supposed to be a question? Do you mean why do they want? He said where they want Tennessee. What? I am not a lawyer. No one said you were. You're not even a smart person. But it seems, because he starts off a sentence with but it seems the crazy people in this world, oh no, people who are tired of being defamed, who have blood on their hands, oh, so you're going to double down on it, are realizing their judgment day is close. What judgment day? CIK? Grab your popcorn. Go get you an attorney, you dumb fuck. Can't make this up. This is his response. Oh, man. Because you're not a lawyer is the only truthful part about this whole post. You might want to hire one and shut the hell up. Because otherwise, your words can be used against you too, clown. They already are. All right, y'all. Let's check out this. Hold on a second. I'm going to expand this out. This is Dana Loesch. I don't listen to her like this, so I think it's my first time listening to her. Y'all ready? Hit the 4 if you can hear. Let's go.
So yesterday I noticed this. First off, let me tell you something. I don't suffer fools. I don't have the patience. I don't have the tolerance. I am not Miss Congeniality, nor do I ever seek to be. I don't care. I do not care. I don't know how much more frank I can be about that. And I get really aggravated sometimes when I see like so much of this is a psyop and I see people fall for it. The people that, go on and on that are falling for this red-green alliance are just another iteration of 15 days to slow the spread and triple vaxxed and masked. They're just another iteration of those people. They're just caught into a psyop. And I was thinking about this yesterday because I don't really get into the comments very much on Instagram or Facebook because, dear heavens, there aren't enough hours in the day. I've got laundry to do. I've got dinner to make. I have my job to do. I don't have I'm not Bill Gates. I don't have a team of people around me to do everything for me. I don't have an assistant. I don't have a research assistant. I've never have. So it's me that does this. I just don't have the time and I don't have the interest in it. But every now and then I'll look and I'll see some things and things that need correcting. I'll correct. And one of my kids actually was the one who tipped me off to some of the comments on the post that I put up about Erica Kirk yesterday. So again, just to reiterate, I am a daughter of thunder that is trying very hard to be Proverbs 31. And some of y'all aren't making it easy. And I'm looking at my comments. My son sent me some screenshots of some pretty crazy stuff. And I started going through some of these Instagram comments. A lot of them that are raging are bots. And I started blocking bots whenever I can. I'm not interested in any kind of fabrication. I have never in my life, I've never even paid to promote my stuff on social media. Never done it. I have never botted anything. I have never paid to promote social media. Everything is 1,000% organic. And it has to be because after Parkland, the left pretty much murdered me on social media. They had me kicked off YouTube. I had my Facebook shut down. I had so many algorithms on X. I haven't changed my follower number in 7 years. I've got the screenshots daily for years to prove it. So yeah, it's been all organic. So I'm looking at the comments because I'll notice I made it on Instagram where you cannot comment on my stuff unless you follow me. So when my follower numbers spike, I know something's up. And I looked and some of it were real people, but 3/4 of it were bots. These were people who had never posted anything on Instagram. It's like a random account generated, and they all go and they've been attacking Erica Kirk because it's an op. You need to realize this. Don't buy into the new iteration of getting triple vaxxed and masked.
Okay.
The reality with TPUSA is a bunch of people got mad after Charlie Kirk was murdered, and they thought they were going to bully a widow and take over the organization. And that's God's honest truth. And I'm not going to tell you the names involved because it's not my company. It's not my organization. But that's what's happening. We all know it. Some of the people don't want to get involved in it because they don't want the grief that comes, the digital diarrhea that comes from some of these woke, Reich, Al Sharpton wannabe grifters out there. But I don't care. Never have. In fact, I thrive on confrontation. Again, daughter of thunder, trying really hard to be Proverbs 31. So I noticed these comments on this Erica Kirk thing. A lot of them, when my son was sending, they were just, the ones that weren't bots. I'll be real frank. Some of them are bored ass broads that apparently have such empty, unfulfilled lives that they have tried to supplement their daily diet of afternoon stories and true crime by persecuting a widow. And I've seen these broads' accounts. Their lives do seem pretty unfulfilled. Maybe their husband isn't giving them enough attention. Maybe he probably would if you didn't spend your days trying to Alex Forrest a widow. It's insane. And then some people are like, well, why does it bother you? Let me tell you. For the people that are running their mouths about this, do you know how pathetic and cringe to death that looks? I actually know these people. Off air, offline. I know them. I've known Charlie since he was 17 years old. We were one of the early supporters of TPUSA. I've met Erica. I know her. They're sweet people. Just because they don't do things like somebody else does doesn't mean they merit any less consideration during a time of serious grief.
Right.
And I'm watching grown ass women.
Thank you.
Turn into Fatal Attraction, trying to run down a widow because what? Because one of your favorite podcastistan Gal Sharpton woke rakers is talking smack because they're not intelligent enough to comment about any other issue of the day. I don't even like addressing this on this show. I would much rather talk about Islamism or Epic City, which none of the podcastistan people have ever discussed, ever. Every day they wake up and figure out ways to deuce on Israel or Erica Kirk. It's all a psyop. But I see some of these, and the women really, really surprise me. I don't care if you like someone or don't like someone. What I do care about are people who sit here and they pretend they speak Christ with their mouths and betray him and nail him with their behavior. And I see them running down a grieving widow daily. I see some of these people in my comments every single time it goes up. Daily. Gross. Who are you? With your sad little life that you have to sit here and run down a widow. Again, you don't know these people. Why doesn't she just go home with her kids? Why don't you go home with your kids and quit hanging out in comment sections, obsessing over a widow like some lesbian stalker? Why not? Well, why doesn't she's so upset about it? What? Who are you again? Are you involved in their everyday lives, Karen? Are you involved? You know what's happening with their kids, Karen? Oh, you don't. No, it bothers the.
Here's the funny part. When Laura Loomer pulled up the information on George's DUI, because George Farmer was in an accident in 2023 and got a DUI and was charged. He had 3 charges on there. One of them was fleeing the scene of an accident. He fled like a coward, like a punk ass. Fled. A single vehicle accident. He tried to flee, where he crashed his truck into a ditch. And he tried to flee. And then you get the candy ass cult members in here talking about stay out of their business. Tell Candace to stay out of Erica Kirk's business. The F wrong with y'all. She's got people stalking her. Now, And the Candy ass cult members see nothing wrong with that. All those laws being broken, and now they want to sit here and try to hide videos and delete comments. Hell no. They will be used against your dumb cult leader in a court of law because it already is.
People who actually do know them and know how much they're
it coming.
To see some of these people take part in this like witch hunt and play into this petty gossip and this nonsense. So I get pretty vicious about it. Because none of these broads would ever say this in person, and you know it. I get pretty vicious about it because you see someone hurting, and I don't like to see people who know better, especially when they're older. What does it matter with you? You didn't get slapped enough when you were younger, clearly.
Oh, clearly.
That run down a grieving widow. Like I said in the video that was posted, I don't want to be near any of you when God's judgment comes down because Katie bawled the door.
What did I say yesterday? What did I say yesterday? Candace, get your ass off of our planet before God starts sitting here and thumping Yellowstone volcano. Now all of us got to catch it because of you. Because you keep lying, doubling down, tripling down on it. Then you want to throw a tantrum when you get sued. The audacity and the gall. Take you and your dumb ass cult. Get out of our country. Start your own nation somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I will sell it to you for $7,000. Okay, you want the Atlantic Ocean, 15% off discount. Pacific Ocean going for $7,000. I'm selling it. It's on sale. The whole Pacific Ocean is on sale. $7,000. Because some reason that's Candy ass cult members' favorite number. They won't give me $7,000. Go figure. They won't even leave me a super. Clowns. But they want me to get this money so bad. So I guess I got to earn it the hard way. I'm selling the Pacific Ocean for $7,000. Candace is a good deal. You might want to take this deal. Buy the Pacific Ocean, $7,000. You can afford it. And then you can pick an island out there. Whatever land is out there for you to walk upon. You and your cult can be there and never come back. Y'all can start your own commune, start your own level of government, grow your own food, create your own buildings and systems and all kinds of stuff. You can be their dictator for life. They will worship the ground you walk on. Get your ass away from us. Because when God is ready to shift to the right on the throne, I don't want to be anywhere near you. I don't even want you in my country. I don't care if you're in my same state. I don't want you in the U.S. Get out. Blexit your ass out of here. I would prefer she leave Earth. But these dumbass bots, I guess, wouldn't have anywhere to go. I mean, whatever. Take your bots with you, too. They're all, electronic. They can transfer to another server. Get the hell on. See, you can create your own bots, your own computer systems and everything in your country. Get out of ours. Why you got to live here? Go to the UK and stay there. They thought I was jealous because she went to Italy. No, I don't want her to come back. Why they couldn't keep her ass? Was the Pope that busy? Could he not keep Candace? Keep all of them over there. It's 4 kids. We only saw 2. Can you get, dear Pope, can you keep Candace and her husband and 4 kids? And Savannah and all whoever else working with her. Keep all of them. They don't have to come back. It's fine. We're good. We won't even charge you. Keep them for free. If you think God is not going to sit in and make stuff happen in your life, girl, he said, vengeance is mine. We don't even have to pray that on you. It's going to happen either way because God don't like this nonsense and buffoonery you doing. And then you claim to be doing it in his name. No thanks. God said, leave me out of your lying and your BS, girl. No, thank you. Leave me out your buffoonery and your mess. Leave me out of it. He knows how to sit you down. Candace, it's mighty funny how that broken foot was magically healed when you went to Italy. She wasn't even wearing a boot.
Why doesn't she go home with her kids? What business is it of yours? You have no idea how their family's structured. Why don't you tend to your own business, tend to your own family, maybe tend to your husband all the hours that some of y'all broads spend online, Alex Forresting this widow.
Hey, Rosetta.
And maybe if you stop doing that and you kind of paid a little more attention to your home life would improve and you wouldn't feel so empty and awful and feel the need to behave like this in an ungodly manner. Check yourselves or God will check you.
That's right. Won't he do it?
Now, I saw that Brian Harpole, who is one of the, was the security guy for Charlie, filed a defamation suit against Gal Sharpton. Who's, and I don't like addressing it, but it comes up in content and it becomes a big thing. And again, these are people, I know all these people. I've known all of them off air for many years. And I've always kept my distance from Gal Sharpton because she's always been a grifter. She got started doxing conservative gamers. She was on the feminist side during Gamergate. And people forget that. I don't. Pepperidge Farm remembers. So Brian Harpole filed a defamation suit, and it's a doozy.
Oh, that's funny.
His attorney dropped it. Said, on behalf of Brian Harpole, I filed this defamation suit against Gal Sharpton. We're not going to provide any other statements. You can follow for updates. So these people who were like involved with security, they're done with it. And I think Erica Kirk addressing it, because if she doesn't address it, she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. If she doesn't address it, she gets attacked. If she addresses it, she gets attacked. If she smiles, she gets attacked for not grieving properly. If she cries, she gets attacked because they say it's performative.
Exactly.
If she doesn't say anything, she gets attacked. If she wears black, she gets attacked. If she doesn't wear black, she gets attacked. She's not going to do anything right for the people who want to hate her because
these dumbass bots that can't spell Candace correctly. You know, Candace is Candace. They spell your name Candace and not Candace. Candice is how they spell it. On average, like 88% of the time when your cult members come in my chat. We've gotten Candace, Karen, Condoleezza. Oh, Lord. You can't make this stuff up. Candace. She said she's an alien. I said, fine, we'll go with that. They got mad at me for that. Why are you mad? Your cult leader claimed to be the alien. We're just going with it. If your cult leader said it and we're going with it, on that, we should be on one accord. They want to take it as an insult. No, that heifer claimed to be an alien. We said, okay, you're an alien. And now we're having fun with it. There's nothing that you can say or do to satisfy them or to make them happy. You can't even make them happy by agreeing with their cult leader when she says she's an alien. Candace Owens said she is an alien. And we said, okay, we're going with that. And the candy ass cult members still get pissed. There's no pleasing them. There's no making them happy. They still get mad. How dare you call our cult leader and our God an alien? She's called herself an alien. What you mean? Well, you shouldn't repeat. No, we're repeating it. Kick rocks. What you don't do is run this shit over here. Not in the LLC. They have no power over here, so they throw tantrums and think I give a damn.
they're empty, godless ghouls.
Oh, yes. Say it again, girl.
It's performative. If she doesn't say anything, she gets attacked. If she wears black, she gets attacked. If she doesn't wear black, she gets attacked. She's not going to do anything right for the people who want to hate her because they're empty, godless ghouls. Some of these people, if they were real Christians, they'd be ashamed. But they're soulless demons. So, of course, they don't feel any of that. No, I'll tell you, she has more grace than patience than any of these people deserve. Than any of them deserve. Definitely more than I could ever muster.
Ciao.
And instead of attacking her, maybe y'all should try to model her behavior of grace a little bit more. Ever think about that, Created King? Did you ever think about that? While you betray him with your behavior? No, she was talking about why she was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I get it. She wanted to be in the room with the people who were attacking her. to see if they had the beans to step up, which of course none of them did, because that's the legacy press, much like comment online trolls. That's the legacy press. These people wouldn't have the courage to do the stuff that she does. So you got that suit being filed. And in the meantime, there were some numbers that came out. Explain this to me. So apparently all of Tucker Carlson's numbers are just, well, I mean, they're kind of garbage. They were trying to count everything from basic X views to like what? Every little scrap they could get to make it look like the numbers were larger than they were. It's like what gun control people do when they are trying to pad the numbers and make you think that there are more school shootings than there actually are. So they include things that happen 3 blocks away from a school, and they try to include that as counting as a school shooting. That's the same kind of math that was being done here. So apparently people were running the figures on it, and they were saying, wow, he even counted X views. Do you know, we don't count X views. Whenever I send out information about what we do online, I never include that. Do you know why? Because it's garbage. It's a garbage metric. Let me tell you, when you're on X and you've seen like a million of these videos, they autoplay, right? First off, they autoplay. That's number one. Secondly, all you got to do is let it autoplay for like a second and it counts it as a full view. Do you see how that shouldn't really count? That's what I'm talking about. A lot of it's botted. A lot of it's botted. And it's not organic. None of it's organic. So they were saying, oh no, he scored record ratings at Fox and he's got all of this, and none of that makes any sense. It sounds like his investors are panicking, is kind of what it sounds like to me anyway. Because it doesn't seem like they are happy with the numbers that they were getting. And yeah, rage watching is a real thing. I get that. But you don't really count your stats like this. And that's one of the things that I was looking at with, there, and it was trending last night because people were going, wait, you counted this view, you counted that. It's an overinflation, like the gun control people. So it just doesn't, like I said, we were talking about this, but the video, like the views on YouTube, Kane, that's something we never count because it doesn't make any sense to do that. It's not an actual full view.
No, we actually look at the numbers and gauge based on our last numbers whether there's growth or no growth or whatever. We just go from that point. We sort of use it as a metric for our own performances. Like
X has other actual metrics that people use to measure engagement, because if you're on X and you just see a video, even if you're scrolling past it, that counts as a view. And they included that in their view count to really pad up their views. Is that not insane? If I did that, holy cow, I would have like trillions of views if I did that. But we don't do that because it's fake and gay. So we don't do that. It is, and you know it.
Totally fake.
G-H-E-Y.
Fake and gay.
Yeah. It is.
Pulling down, but
it's dumb. So that's, if it's organic, you don't need a pet. If you're popular, you don't have to constantly tell people, guys, I'm popular. Guys, I'm popular. Look how popular I am. Here's my numbers. You don't have to constantly do that. And especially you pad it with that kind of stuff. That's so dumb.
Oh, man. Y'all, she went in. I love it. And is she from New York or New Jersey, something like that? She went in. I'm not biting my tongue. Oh, we got some comedy gold right quick. Oh, this Waffle House. They let Yeasty go work at Waffle House. Oh, man. Y'all. Oh, before we go over to YouTube, hold on, we gotta play this.
Waffle House, my name is Candace. Can I take your order?
Oh, hold on.
Hi, welcome to the Waffle House. My name is Candace. Can I take your order? I'd like to see the menu, please. Why you want to see the menu, please? What a dingbat, Donald. The one and only. What are you doing here? I just wanted to come here and congratulate you on the big career move. This is all your fault, Donald. Actually, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Actually, you destroyed your own career using that low IQ of yours that makes AOC look like a brain surgeon. It's nice to see you finally doing something you actually did for once. Without riding my coattails, of course. How's your stock, by the way? I can't believe you posted my stock as crashing and I'm a horrible person. After everything I've done for you. After everything you've done? Ha! I made you. You'll be nothing without me. I was famous before you ever came around. You were a liberal before I came around. Look it up. Then you flipped and became a Trump supporter. You're a grifter, a straight-up fraud. You flip-flop more than a fish on a deck. The next day, you're out there trashing me in the movement for your little paychecks. You don't think for yourself. You literally couldn't if you tried. Go ahead. Try. I can't. I don't have a pre-written teleprompter to read. See? You're not even smart enough to think for yourself. You need script writers to think for you. You make dumb people feel like geniuses. It's actually impressive how empty your head is. Excuse me? I built my own brand. I speak my truth. I'm independent. You built your brand off my name. You rode my wave to get big. You got rich off the people who lifted you up. Then you stabbed them all in the back for your next payday. Now your stock's in the shitter, sponsors are running for the hills, and your career's doing a swan dive off a cliff. You had something real, Candace, but you threw it away for clicks and grift money. Now, nobody trusts you. Not the left, not the right, not even the idiots that still pay you to flip. You're a total disaster. You're finished. You're just attacking me because I criticize you. Attacking you? I'm doing everyone a favor by saying what's obvious. You're done. Your numbers are crashing harder than your credibility. You pretend that you're this brave, independent thinker, but you just chase whatever money bag is biggest that week. You're a trained clown. I'm actually somebody who loves America. I donate my check to America. I built this movement for real fighters, not pathetic flip-floppers who couldn't stand on their own if their lives depended on it. So fix your shit or keep sliding into irrelevance. We both know you're picking door number 2, which is sad and pathetic. Your career is over. Maybe try OnlyFans. Well, you gonna leave a tip? Here's a tip. Stop grifting. Stop flip-flopping. And maybe one day you'll earn more than minimum wage. But right now, you're exactly where low IQ grifters belong. Hoping strangers feel sorry enough for you to throw you a couple bucks. Have a nice day.
Oh, he went in. Oh, he went in. Oh.
However,
Candace. Oh, you sad alien. You demon. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, so I want to make sure that was the one y'all wanted me to get it to. Oh, good grief. Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Candace, there's more to come. Okay. With making sure that you know exactly what this lawsuit is going to be doing to you very soon. When it's filed from Erica Curtin. Because see, the comments being left here are disgusting. Your cult members are dumb. And all they've been doing is parroting your talking points. It's now catching up to them. And those comments will be used against you in a court of law. And some of them, depending on who they are. And I think, the bigger ones should definitely be named as co-defendants. Period. They should definitely be named as co-defendants. It's that simple. So let's see here. I want to get over to I want to get over to YouTube. Oh man, we got some videos to check out. All right. Hold on 1 second. Fax Me put a new video up. Josh Carr got a new video. Everybody went in. I wanted to see Nicholas' breakdown of the lawsuit. Plus, Body Language Guy got a video. So we got a plethora of things. We're going to get started with Fax Me. Oh, because we're here for it. So, shout out to Fax Me, y'all. Let's not forget I did. I'm waiting on him to email me back. I did email him for a collaboration. He wants me to come over to his show. I am more than happy to do so. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Still waiting to hear back from Ami as well as Edie Marie to solidify a time for next week, Saturday. So I am so excited. We have this is a shorter video clip from Fax Me. It's like a minute, 34 seconds. Y'all said he has a new one, right? They just get put up and I missed it. Okay. I see the live, but that's a longer video. We'll do the shorter one because there's a few videos I want to get in. So
Charlie, thank you for keeping the story as alive.
Oh God, we have to schedule time to watch his full live, and then we have the Laura Loomer did a collapse of Candace Owens. So we're gonna do a viewing party on that tomorrow for Laura Loomer. So we'll have to schedule a viewing party for his live stream because it's like an hour long, like 54 minutes. So we'll set that up. All right. So tomorrow we'll do a viewing party of Laura Loomer's downfall of Candace Owens on Rumble. The collapse of Candace Owens. That's what it's called. Collapse of Candace Owens. So we will have that viewing party, watch party tomorrow. So y'all get your wine and popcorn and Kool-Aid and cookies and chips. To the candy ass cult members, your cult leader is probably going to want you to drink some red punch with a powder in it. Ah, Lord. Do whatever she says. But make sure you tune in. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Hit the phone where you can see it here. Let's go.
Fighting for Charlie. Thank you for keeping the story as alive as you have. Thank you guys for caring about this story. I gotta think that he is watching, actually. And,
oh my God, Candace,
you know, helping in any way that he can. I also want to tell you guys a great way to support us, obviously, always is the merch store. Buy yourself a t-shirt, buy yourself a hat, go to CandaceOwens.com.
I gotta think like he's like watching, actually, and helping in any way he can.
How you doing, honey?
Guys, even though I am a multi-millionaire and my husband comes from generational wealth and I married into those millions and I used dozens of rich white men to platform me, I need your money. That's right. My ass is getting sued left and right and I need your money. Buy that merch. This woman is absolutely psychotic.
Yes,
she belongs in a mental institution.
See, I was not being mean when I said that the judge might order her to a psyche eval. That was not being mean. Candace, these district judges don't play these bullshit games. Do you understand? When you go to court, you go in there and cut up if you want to and forget that you're in court. They will hold your ass in contempt. You cannot go to a federal court and stand before this district court judge and show your ass. Now, if you do, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Gonna hold you in direct criminal contempt of court. They don't play that. They're used to getting these cases from the 3-letter alphabet boys. They're not playing these games with you. Oh, that's gonna be something else. They're gonna order her a psyche eval. They're gonna look at this stuff and say, this girl is crazy.
And frankly, I'm really starting to think that her cultists, her sheep, belong there too. How can you not see right through this woman?
Exactly. Oh man. Shout out to Fax Me. We gotta put his video on the list for watch party, because that'll be a separate one. We'll watch that as a separate thing, separate watch party. Anytime anybody do something on George Farmer, I think a lot more people need to report on him, because he up to something. Something ain't right about George. I'm telling y'all that right now. Something's off about him. When I say off. In fact, Facts.me has a fantastic channel, great content. But something's off with George. George Farmer hiding from plaintiff. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, something's off with George. Something wrong with him. Yeah, man. So we'll check him out in another watch party. Oh, we got to save Army for last, honey. So let's get to the body language guy.
Erica Kirk just...
Y'all know he's the inspiration of the thumbnail. So shout out to Jesus Enrique Rosas, the body language guy. He is the inspiration of the thumbnail. That's it. That was his creation. And we are excited about Eustasaurus. Candace, we turned your ass into a whole dinosaur girl. So shout out to him. We're going to show him some love. Check out his newest video he did on the body language expert breakdown of Erica Kirk's video. And I am glad he calls out Candace whenever need be, which is every day, seems like. Candace, it's not enough time in the world for us to keep calling your dumb ass out. That's why you're being sued, okay? As opposed to us calling you out in the court of public opinion, we want you to go to the court of law so a federal judge can handle your dumb ass and be done with it. You'll learn. You're going to learn today. So let's get to this. Hit the foil if you can hear. Let's go.
Broke 7 months of silence on camera and by name. This is what fighting back actually looks like. Watch.
Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
For 7 months, the press and many podcasters have used Erica Kirk as a piñata. A gunman murdered her husband, Charlie Kirk, in front of a college crowd, and the smear machine started up the same day. Headlines invented things she never said. Comedians put on white face to mock her. Influencers told the audiences that she was unfit, untrustworthy, possibly criminal. And then Candace Owens, well, what can I say at this point? She has more than implied in many of her shows that Erica Kirk has something to do with her own husband's murder. And please don't come to my comments with the usual, Candace has never said that. Don't BS me. I know how English works. So let's try to be honest about that. The fact that you allow Candace to BS you every week doesn't mean that you can come and do the same in my show. Otherwise, you will be promptly muted from this channel. Simple as that. I have zero hard feelings with people with cognitive disabilities. By this point, I think I have made myself very clear about Candace Owens and her flying monkeys. But I digress. For 7 months, Erica has stayed mostly quiet. Brief public appearances, carefully worded posts, a widow holding a company together while burying her husband. And that stopped this week. She walked into the White House Correspondents' Dinner, her first time ever in that event, and sat across from the journalists who had spent half a year burying her in print. But now she just walked into Charlotte's studio dressed entirely in black, with a freedom cap pulled low and her hands clasped on the desk. If you have seen Terminator 2, you know that look. Sarah Connor, the widow done waiting for permission. Every visual decision in that frame says one thing. She is done being polite. Welcome back, my body language buddies. Well, not you. You are not my buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. Let's get down to it. Erica does not start the video soft. She does not warm anyone up. She does not give the journalists who have lied about her any room to breathe. Listen to how she opens and listen to who she puts in the same sentence.
These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest.
Did you catch what she did there? She took her husband's murder, the assassination attempts on Donald Trump, and the broader poisoning of public discourse, and she put them all in the same sentence. Same actors, same machine, same accountability. So that is the move. She is connecting dots that the press and brain rot podcasters would prefer remain separate, even non-existent. Because if Charlie's murder and the Trump attempts are part of the same story, a lot of well-paid people in cocktail dresses and makeshift home studios suddenly have to explain themselves. The next moment is one she could have skipped entirely, but she didn't. Listen to what she chose to reveal about the press corps in that ballroom on the night a teacher tried to assassinate the president.
And so during an active shooting, these journalists are using their phones to find moments to capture for clips. They were so concerned about getting a video in a room with an active shooter that they could have accidentally and quite literally filmed themselves being shot.
So take a second on that one. While bullets were flying, while the people in the room had no idea how many shooters were inside it or where they were aiming, the press corps reached for their phones. Some even took selfies because, well, that's the current state of humanity. Erica is telling you on the record that the journalists whose job is supposed to be covering the story have become so addicted to becoming the story that they would risk getting shot for footage. And she ties it directly back to the man who pulled the trigger. A teacher, not a stranger off the street. A man hired to shape the next generation, who decided to shape it with bullets, going full Usain Bolt against the Secret Service. Not a great plan. So there's a name for what she is describing in psychology. Dehumanization is the process of stripping a group of their humanity through labels, caricature, and making cruelty toward them socially acceptable. Once a culture goes through that downward spiral, violence becomes thinkable. Every authoritarian regime of the last 100 years has used this exact playbook. And this brings us to the moment Erica decided to put a face on the cruelty with the man's full name attached. Surprisingly, it was not Candace Owens the first to be named. Listen.
That is what Jimmy Kimmel did to the First Lady. He said that she had the glow of an expected widow. The glow of an expected widow. Just 48 hours before that nightmare almost became a reality.
That is what Jimmy Kimmel did to the First Lady. He said that she had the glow of an expectant widow. The glow of an expectant widow. 48 hours before a teacher tried to put Donald Trump in a coffin, a man on national television looked directly at Melania Trump and joked that she had the glow of a woman about to bury her husband. He laughed, the audience laughed, the producers cleared the segment, and the graphics team built the chyron. And then a teacher walked into a ballroom with a gun. She points at a specific man with a specific quote on a specific date. Jimmy Kimmel, 48 hours before. That is how a fight gets won. You name the people inside the fog. And this is where Erica names the principal herself in plain words with no academic varnish.
There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country.
She knows what is happening. She knows what got Charlie killed. She knows what almost got Donald Trump killed 3 separate times. And she's done being polite about any of it. She quotes Romans chapter 12, verse 21. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with the good. And I, for one, agree that we all need to do our part. I have been fighting for the truth, and I have been fighting not only for the United States of America, but for the entire world. But there are way too many people making way too much money, blackpilling, spewing pessimism, trying to bring as many people down as possible, because that's human nature. Bad news travel fast and can be very profitable if you weaponize them. That's why so many people have so miserable lives that the only way to have a hint of escapism, not even purpose, but escapism, is to listen and amplify the latest conspiracy. Even if the conspiracy makes no sense and there's no evidence whatsoever that sustains it, or the existence of the conspiracy itself is way more complicated and implausible than whatever you can come up with equal parts of common sense and critical thinking. But again, people don't want the truth. but instead two things: escapism and someone to blame. Maybe it's the deep state. Maybe it's Erica Kirk. Maybe it's Donald Trump. Maybe it's the Jews. I must confess that at some point I thought that it was not worth it trying to change their minds. Remember that some of them have crossed the Candace retard horizon, the point of no return. Those cannot be saved. But for those who can still see through the lies and the propaganda and the manipulation, that's what makes this worth it. Because that's how you unify not only a nation, but the world itself. Yeah, it sounds idealistic. But then I remember Lana Del Rey when she tweeted, "When I stand before God at the end of my life, I hope that I don't have a single bit of talent left and say, I used everything you gave me. So let's use everything he gave us."
Amen. Ow! Oh, Jesus. Oh, how awesome is that?
Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
I love it. I love it. Oh, that was awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, we got to get this in.
Steven Crowder.
Y'all, Steven Crowder has no quarrels with telling Candace exactly how he feels. I mean, and using choice phrases, which it is what it is. I cuss too sometimes, you know, whatever. But this right here is the raw truth. It gets to a point, it's like what Dana Loesch said. You get to a point where you're like, this is sick and disgusting at this point. The amount of candy-ass cult members that are allowing Erica Kirk to live rent-free in their head, as opposed to them reading anything else, watching anything else. So many great movies and films out here. Play Tetris, you know, Super Mario Kart Brothers or something like that. Do some mathematics. Brush up on their reading skills and spelling. Many things they could be doing. They choose to sit and parrot her BS. And when she gets hit with a lawsuit and they see that their fellow cult members' comments are landing in these lawsuit filings as exhibits, now they want to run for the hills. Now they little punk ass is talking about, oh, Candace will never be sued. That didn't age well. And who told you she can't be sued? Her ass still chooses to live in this country. She is subjected to a lawsuit. If there is merit and evidence to justify it, she can be sued. Who told you she can't be sued? The hell you get that from? See, these dumb bots confuse U.S. laws for wherever else. Stop doing that. Your comments are not aging well. And they're going to continue to be used against Candace in the court of law. Steven Crowder is the epitome of what we're all thinking. I mean, down to him calling her the B word, C word, the D word. Child, he can go there. He will go there. And we're here for it. So we're going to check this out. Shout out to Joshua Carr. Yeah, Joshua Carr has been in the LLC. And would love to have him back. It's fantastic. Oh man, my internet was acting up that day. He had a whole tantrum. But he came in and answered questions and engaged with all of us. And I was happy to have him here. It was an honor. He also, informed us that some couple people he knew that had to move because Candace had doxed them. And they weren't even safe in their own neighborhoods. And I, of course, said they should sue her. Get all their money back they spent, plus emotional distress, mental anguish. Sue her ass. Candace can be sued. So, shout out to Brian Harple and the Macrones for showing us how it's done. And we're here for it. And to Josh Carr for going over this Steven Crowder clip. Let's get to it. Hit the floor where you can hear.
Just had the best episode of all time. And I don't agree with Crowder on everything, but He described the heart of the Candace Owens, Erica Kirk issue so well, I had to show you.
I have never seen this in my lifetime.
Me either.
Look, wherever you line up on Erica Kirk, the optics or decisions made as far as the organization, TPUSA, that's beside the point. The gleeful celebration and mocking the pain of a widow, and I don't use the term trauma the way that other people use it. It's traumatic. I had a bad boyfriend. No. Probably had to watch her husband be murdered hundreds of times and answer questions and identify the body. And I would imagine doesn't know which way is up emotionally and probably won't for a while now. People going out of their way to attack, mock, and specifically the pain of the widow used as a tool. I don't mean like O.J. Simpson jokes about it because everyone kind of knew that he did it and it's a joke on a late night show. I mean, if you go on social media, oh, is your husband dead? Cry about it, husband killer, and to the tune of hundreds of thousands of posts and millions of views and likes and retweets. It's a level of evil and demonic, I don't know how else to describe it, that is actually detached from reality.
This is why the hyper-analyzing of Erica Kirk's life is so wrong. Nobody can possibly fathom what she's going through right now. Every attempt to try to look into her eyes and see what she's thinking is completely futile because few in this world could understand being widowed the way she was. A few could, though. Nobody could understand the aftermath. This has never happened to anyone. If she acts a little bit weird or seems off, maybe it's because her husband was murdered, which she saw hundreds of times on camera from different angles, and then hundreds of thousands of people blamed her and attack her on a daily basis. Stephen Crowder continued.
When we talk about the fracturing of the right, I'm not talking about policy disagreements on marginal tax codes or even the level of foreign intervention. I'm talking about there is a contingency of people who claim to be on the right, that we have an administration that is protecting, abetting, supporting pedophiles, and actively sacrificed Charlie Kirk with a complicit TPUSA and Erica Kirk. They believe that 100%. And if you say, hold on a second, maybe that's not correct, let's walk through the evidence. They believe 100% that you are paid for, usually by Israel, to say that.
Where's my $7,000 damn dollars? That don't scare me when they say that. I laugh and then I tell them, are you going to send me the check or what? Saying that I hope you get your $7,000. Keep speaking that money into my life. What do you mean? Candace wants it too. She wants to be on their payroll. She said in her response to Erica Kirk, oh, the PR. So they should just pay me for the PR. Who's doing their PR? This isn't a PR stunt. This is real life, you dumb heifer. Y'all, hit the chat with heifers. Heifer. Candace, this is a segment where we got to call you heifer on a mass scale. HEFFA. Heifer. Flood the chat with heifer. You heifer. You dumb heifer. This is not a stunt. This is not a PR. This is not a show. This is this girl's life that you admitted to having aided in stalking behavior, which is a felony. You should be questioned by investigators. This is why you can't allow Candace Owens to get away legally with shit. Because she is stalking Erica Kirk, and it's as if I'm the only one that's really overstressing that. She said she has sources and direct contacts that live in her building. So this girl's private life is being monitored by candy-ass cult members. She can't even live in peace, something she's entitled to do in the United States of America. The hell we do that at? Somebody in Tennessee is stalking someone in Arizona because some dumb-ass, brainless cult members have zero evidence to prove that she conspired or facilitated the murder of her husband. My God. And they're stalking her for that with no evidence. But you lock they punk asses up and see how fast they cry to their mama. Mama, I'm in jail. You gotta send me some bail money. I was stalking this white woman on behalf of Candace. You did what? I was stalking this girl. I live in the building, mama. I live in the building. Erica Kirk live here. I was watching Erica Kirk and told Candace what's going on, and I'm in jail for stalking. I'm sorry, I'm leaving your ass there. Why are you calling me, asking me to bail you out? So it sounds like you broke the law, son. You don't need to call me. You need to call an attorney. You well over 18, you call an attorney. See, that's one of those situations where I'm not even going to bail my child out. No, you stand your ass in there. You going to stalk people? We breaking laws willfully? Keep your ass in there. Don't call me talking about sending you some bail money. Hell no. Nope. You listen to that dumb heifer and got caught up in her cult. She doesn't care about the cult members. You think Candace cares about her cult members? No, she doesn't. Get Candace to bail you out. Get her to send you money for your attorney's fees. Why won't Wolves of Finance or Mitch Snow or Project Constitution go to their cult leader and say, hey, Candace, we got caught up in this BS because of you. Can you send me $250,000 so I can get an attorney? I shouldn't have to crowdfund for this. Project Constitution never asked her for a dime. Wolves in Finance never asked her for a dime. She claimed that she was going to match dollar for dollar contributions and Save Go Now for Mitch Snow, and she hasn't. Candace has not given that idiot a dime of her money. Now she's trying to find a way to distance herself from him, and you can't. You're co-defendants in a federal lawsuit. So both of you are dumb, and both of you are going to get a judgment that you will have to pay separately. And Mitch Snow, Candace has more money than you. So she might be able to pay out $10, $20 million. Your ass can't pay out $1 million. You brought this on yourself. And then you put up a post on X where you double down like an idiot because you don't know how the law works. Just like these clowns that are sitting here being sources and direct contacts to Candace, living in the same building with Erica Kirk. You clearly don't know how laws work, and you don't care that stalking is a felony in your state. In your state, it's a felony. You should not want to break the law. To kiss up to a mere mortal that doesn't give two shits that you're roaming the earth. These clowns could be anybody. You think she would care? If Erica Kirk were to call the police and say, these two idiots are stalking me and they live in my building, and they are doing this on behalf of Candace Owens, so you need to come and pick their asses up and collect them. They got weapons. I fear for my life. I got 2 kids. I've already seen my husband assassinated. I'm not in the mood for this shit. Come get them. And they go to jail. She's not even going to think twice about them. She will not bail them out. She will not be paying their legal fees. Don't let some dumbass bots get you caught up. Because these bots don't care either. They're not real. These bots, they copy and paste the same crap and they misspell Candace's name. You think they care about you? Get caught up in felony charges? You think they care? No, they don't. Those bots are there to push out her narrative. That's all they're programmed to do. She has to pay for that shit. Can you believe it? Candace could care less about these people going to jail if they get caught stalking. She could care less about Mitch Snow being named as a co-defendant. She could care less if Rules and Finance get hit with a lawsuit or Project Constitution because she's not paying their legal fees. That's proof right there. She doesn't give a damn. And you have people out here that are doing this in the name of Candace Owens. They're sending death threats and kidnapping threats. Telling people to stop donating to TPUSA. That's called tortious interference. But because you don't know the law, you're stupid enough to do this dumb shit. Candace is an idiot. But Candace can hire 3 attorneys at a time. You, the mere mortal and commoner that's sitting over your rent money and mortgage money to Candace and super chats, you can't afford to get an attorney like that. So you got these weird ass bums sitting here in her coat, pushing out defamatory statements, posting comments, videos, other content creators getting in on this for views. But then they're going to sit here and cry and whine and throw tantrums like petulant children when their asses get named as co-defendants. Mitch Snow is that example of that. And Candace will not be getting him an attorney. Can't make this up. She will not be getting him an attorney. And she can't represent him in the court of law because she is not a bar licensed attorney. And this is a federal lawsuit. Those district court judges are not playing her dumb games. She can't go in there with that word salad. She can't go in there throwing no tantrums, intentionally stalling cases. She can't do that. Nope. I'm sure the judge is exhausted of her pulling this stunt in Delaware with the Macron's lawsuit. She will not be able to do this crap with this federal lawsuit in district court. They're not with that bullshit. And her cult members' comments are being used as exhibits. And these idiots are still saying this stuff. So don't cry and whine when your asses end up in a federal complaint. Take it like a champion. I'm so glad that Stephen Crowder is saying this. And I'm still waiting for that $7,000. That's why that don't bother me. What they're doing is illegal. I'm just using their words against them. It don't bother me. Somebody will give me $7,000. Let that happen. Candy asses, give me the money. Y'all want me to have this $7,000 so bad? Give me the money. Can't make this up.
So let me ask you this. When I say something bad is going to happen, what would you do if you genuinely 100% believed that a man was assassinated by his wife, organization, or the administration, or a foreign government, and that all of the people telling you otherwise want to send your children to die, want to shed your children's blood for Israel? There are many, many thousands of people who believe that. Just like the left believes that you're a Nazi and a fascist and a rape supporter. I have never seen this.
And this is the real divide. This is the real thing that I'm concerned about. This is dystopian, endgame, signs of the time stuff. If we disagree on foreign policy, there's a lot of people I disagree with a lot of things on. That's one thing. And it's important, but it's a different thing. If we disagree on any manner of political things, that's something else entirely. But when a large group in your movement chooses to defame a widow in the most callous way possible, just for fun, really, this is a spiritual and deeply introspective problem going on. It's really not political. It is spiritual in nature. It's not about opinions anymore. It is about souls. And that's why I feel so compelled to talk about this. You have a disease in your movement. Even if you don't consider these people who are saying these things to be a part of the conservative movement, outside forces and independents see it that way. So it has real electoral and voting consequences even if it's not actually true. This is a disease in our movement. This is not a question of medical diagnosis of, oh, should we clean the wound first or should we apply pressure to the wound? No, this is stage 4 cancer trying to kill the body. It is that serious. It has to be dealt with as quickly as possible before it is too late. It is not a difference of opinion. This is about the soul of a movement. This is about souls of people and how they will be judged eternally. As Crowder said there.
And this is also just the loss of humanity. We've become so soulless, it's not even funny. I'm apolitical. I don't lean one way or the other. I, being the queen of YouTube, and I say this all the time, no one puts me in a box. God will not be asking on Judgment Day if you vote Republican or Democrat. So that's why I don't go along party lines and do all this stuff. You can be whatever you want to be. You want to be conservative, liberal, I don't care. None of that stuff pays my bills either. And it's not going to get you into heaven. Soul salvation is a whole nother thing. You don't need to be political to understand soul salvation. But even if you're not even considered to be Christian, we can still be human beings. We can still have some level of humanity. See, this is why the bots don't compel me, because they're not real. But you have real people behind these computer screens acting as keyboard warriors, saying the most prolific, evil, vile, and verifiably false nonsense and bullshit all day on social media. And these same clowns don't want to be sued, though. Because that's the direct consequences of this. I don't try to sit here and convince the candy ass cult members that they should not be a part of their cult. That they should not bow down and worship Candace. That's on them. That's what they choose to do. It's a choice. They choose to parrot her talking points. Albeit defamatory, they choose to still copy and paste this all over the place. Their punishment, their consequences, that it lands in a federal lawsuit. Is that they're scrambling and scared and nervous now because they're seeing their comments being used as exhibits in federal lawsuits. And if it takes someone to activate laws just so this girl can live in peace with her and her 2 kids, then so be it. When you choose to roam this earth and act as if you don't have a soul or a conscience, you can't put yourself in her shoes and just imagine the loss of a loved one, whether it's your spouse, God forbid, your kids, a parent, a godparent, loved one, friends, I don't care. If you can't imagine how you would feel losing a loved one, losing someone in your life, and say, listen, I wouldn't want to have to deal with all that BS if I lost somebody I love. Whether you're married or not, just imagine yourself losing a loved one. If you can't put yourself in her shoes and imagine what she could possibly going through just by losing a loved one, and you claim to be a human being, you have no soul if you think it's okay to sit here and accuse her of murdering her husband with no evidence, and you think your comments not supposed to show up as exhibits in a lawsuit. You have no soul. There are 2 small kids in that house. And Candace admitted to stalking her. And she has 2 small minor children. Why are they being stalked? This woman has already said, I've been catching death and kidnapping threats for me and my 2 kids. People are sick and evil and demented and twisted to where they're sending death and kidnapping threats to her and her 2 small children. You have grown adults that want to kidnap and cause harm to those 2 small minor kids. They have no soul. And they're playing these bullshit games, and they don't want the consequences that come with it because they're cowards. And they're punks. Listening to a bot is going to get you effed up because these bots don't give a damn. If you're a human being with a soul, all you have to do is just imagine losing a loved one. And say, would I want all that pressure on me? She still got to go to work, whether she's a CEO, a director, whatever. She still has to set an example for thousands of people under this organization. Her husband entrusted her with that. And it would be funny if he had a living will and she could just show the document. Candace thinks she's entitled to something and she's not. That's the problem. And you got people out here spoiling her dumb ass. For what? She is a grown woman. May she be sued as one. That heifer can have several seats. Why cry about these lawsuits, Candace? You had this coming. And that's what you deserve. And it's just one of the things God is going to make sure you get. We shouldn't have to walk around here losing our humanity. You don't have to be soulless. It's not necessary. At the end of the day, ask yourself, does Erica Kirk pay my rent or my mortgage? If I go to sleep tonight, is the earth going to stop revolving around the sun because I stopped thinking about Erica Kirk for 2 minutes? I mean, seriously. Is the world going to come to an end if Candace Owens decides to shift to anything else in life? She's the one obsessing over this woman. Why should any other human being allow that to become their obsession as well? Think for yourselves. You supremacists God gave a billy goat. Have a soul and a conscience. She lost her husband. And she's got 2 kids she's got to now be a parent to on her own. That she still has to have a real conversation with at some point and sit down and talk to them and explain to them what happened to their father. Because one day they're going to get old enough to see YouTube videos. One day they're going to see these videos of their father being assassinated on national television. And she's going to have to explain that to them. You already have these evil demons roaming the earth, sending death and kidnapping threats to 2 small children. Even if you don't like her, leave her alone. Go find something else to do. You don't need more people out here being soulless. Go read a damn book. Read some laws. Learn a language. There's so many more things that you could be occupying your time with other than helping Candace be obsessed over somebody else that does not pay her bills. That's what it comes down to. Neither one of them pay mine. I don't give a damn. Candace Owens does not pay my rent no more than Erica Kirk. But Erica Kirk is the one that's sitting here having to be subjected to this bullshit. And now she's having to keep her and her kids safe because she's catching all these death threats, kidnapping threats. She can't even go to a free event. And what did the candy ass to say? Oh no, I can't believe she canceled it. She needs to go home with her kids. Well, that's what she's doing. Leave her alone. Out of their damn mind. It's crazy. Erica Kirk don't have to pay shit for Candace. And Candace the one sitting here almost begging every other video to be put on their payroll at TPUSA. Why would she want to be on their payroll again? After dogging out TPUSA and Erica Kirk, why the hell would she even want to think twice about being on their payroll? Or for them to pay her a monthly retainer? For what? They don't owe you anything, heifer. And make this up. Let's get back to it.
These people really believe that Trump and Erica Kirk are part of an Israeli Epstein ring that conspired against Charlie. What won't they do? Just imagine what you would do if you believed this. They will do the same thing that Tyler Robinson did, ironically. They'll do the same thing that Luigi Mangione did or Thomas Crooks did, and Erica Kirk and you and I will be their targets. It's how it's going to be. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that we should get them first. That is never the answer. What I'm saying is we need to employ every method possible to expose these people and show they're wrong. Otherwise, our movement will become the exact same as the progressive left, and violence will follow. President Trump just closed a loophole that was giving kids access to THC products.
Oh, that was the end of that. I think that he's doing a infomercial on that one. Y'all. All right, we're gonna get in Mira K. Oh no. We gotta do Graham.
Candace Owens is now
Graham. All right, y'all. This is Graham Allen. We gotta do it. Oh, Graham. See, y'all, more people are talking about George Farmer. George, at some point you got to bring your ass out that closet, boy. Oh, man. Oh, the last video Ami did on that was so funny. George, you're going to have to explain yourself about this Bullying Done Club and the SA allegations. Yeah, at some point, from a grown man. A grown man has alleged that George Farmer SA'd him. George, you got to explain yourself. The DUI, totaling out trucks and cars and stuff. Black eyes, Candace's broken foot. I'm telling y'all, something ain't right about George. Something ain't right about him. It must be that Bullying Done Club effect. All right. While we put Boys Club to the side, let's get to Graham Allen. He talks about this lawsuit Candace got hit with. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Officially been sued by Brian Harpole, the former head of security for Charlie Kirk. Okay, here you go. This is not a cease and desist letter. This is a chick, you going back to court again.
Let's
and
go.
I don't believe that this is going to be the last one. I think you're fixing to see an onslaught of lawsuits against Candace Owens. If you think that it's about time, I want you to just comment yes or no in the comment section right now. Okay. We don't need to read this. She's getting sued for defamation. That's all you need to know. But all of her Candace cultists are celebrating. They're like, thank you, Lord. Our priestess, our goddess, our head witch of the coven finally has the ability for discovery. And she's going to be able to have subpoena power and all this other kind of stuff.
Candace, explain subpoena power. Let's see how stupid this is going to get. Candace, I know you listening, you dumb heifer. Explain subpoena power. I want you to explain that. Tell us how you're going to have it. It might be the title of her video. I know you're listening, moron. Explain subpoena power. I'm just curious to know how you think someone who did not go to law school or pass the bar, how you think you would have subpoena power. And what do you think you would be able to subpoena? I'm just curious to know your take on that, Candace. Give us your best shot, girl.
Stuff. So me and Todd decided to put some actual truth to these things. So Todd looked this up. Mm-hmm. Todd, what is actually available? Because Candace Owens wants her idiot cult to believe that discovery is unlimited. And when you get sued, you have the ability to look into anything you want, however you want, whenever you want. And that's not exactly true, is it? What can you actually do in discovery?
All right. Well, I have a list of things you can and cannot get or have access to during discovery. What you can get. Documents related to the actual case itself, aka emails, texts, contracts, things like that.
Okay.
Photos.
Hold on before you go there. That's a huge point. All right.
Yep.
Remember what I said in a lawsuit, you get all the noise, you get all the distractions. Defense tries to throw all this stuff around the news, everything, all this noise. The charge is the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All this other stuff is noise. What are you actually being sued for? You're being sued for defamation. Okay. Let's do this. What is the definition of defamation? Let's just do this real quick.
And just FYI, the scope, if you want to talk about the scope of the case, the scope is when she said that Brian met with, the Peckerwood, Mitchell Snow or whatever at Fort Huachuca and conspired with Army generals to murder Charlie. That's the scope of the trial.
She's being charged for defamation. The action, here's what defamation is. The action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander or libel. So just for the sake of going through this, what is the definition of libel? Just so we can make sure everybody understands.
Written, provable, false statements.
Published false statements that is damaging to a person's reputation, a written defamation. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Yeah. A published false statement that is damaging to a person's reputation. Okay. So now that we got it, continue, Todd. Continue.
Right.
Let's go.
Todd,
So
I love
things, what you can get also witness statements, photos, videos, and recording, if relevant, financial records, if relevant, expert reports and opinions, social media posts, if relevant. What you cannot get: attorney-client communications, lawyer strategy and notes, private therapy or counseling records, spousal private communications, religious confessions, medical records, trade secrets, confidential business info, and
Candace, did you see medical records? How did you get that EMR? Candace, how did you get that EMR chart again? Of Charlie Kirk going to the ER at the hospital? And the email that was sent from the charge nurse to the registered nurse assigned to Charlie Kirk. How did you come into getting that in your possession again? I would love for you to say that out loud on the record. Candace, how did you get those screenshots? You got an EMR and an email that was sent from a charge nurse to some ER staff nurse that were assigned to Charlie Kirk when he was rushed to the hospital. That EMR, electronic medical record, is not something you were privy to. How did you get that medical record? Candace, you gonna tell us exactly who sent it to you? Because that employee should be fired. It's a violation of HIPAA privacy laws. It's federal laws. You know that's gonna come up, right, Candace? Yeah, it's gonna come up because I've tagged Erica Kirk on videos where I covered that, where you told on yourself because you're an idiot. Oh, this help is so stupid.
Trade secrets, confidential business info, and personnel files.
All three of those last things you just said: trade secrets, classified business info, or what was the last one?
Personnel files.
Personnel files. Candace Owens can't get any of that because that's not relevant to a defamation case.
And she's not privy.
Candace Owens, she wants you to believe that she wants to be sued because if someone sues her, then she's able to go get whatever she wants. No.
Oh, Lord.
No. Chick, you said that via Mitch Snow. Let's play this real quick. In fact, let's just remind some people some of the stuff that's come out a little bit here because people have short memories and I get it.
What's going on? Yeah, this is their. Can y'all see the video? Can you see, Todd? I can't zoom out. This is, if I zoom out, this happens. See that? This is not even the full screen because I got the blue on the side. What do you all see? Y'all can't see him right here? Can y'all see here? Okay, cool. I was just trying to make sure. All right. Shout out to all of you all tuning in. Hit that like button. To the candy asses. I hope you learned something. No, because Discovery does not work the way your cult leader said it does. That dumb heifer don't know loss.
Via Mitch Snow. Let's play this real quick. In fact, let's just remind some people some of the stuff that's come out a little bit here because people have short memories, and I get it. Candace Owens has talked a lot. Here is her and old Mitch. Here we go. Let's play it.
And it's legit. This is a legit story that I'm about to share with you. He's being 100% honest, and you are free to look further into this. I am certain he is going to probably be doing a lot of interviews in the near future. I think that this is God operating. I really do. I think, bless this man.
And on that morning, she, was loading up the vehicle to go for this meeting. She came out and acting real kind. She took my keys, she took my phone, she went back inside and forced me to go back in and find out what was going on. Lures me to the garage that she pre-set up to be like a little prison. She broke the garage doors. Hoarded stuff was stacked against the windows and the other doors. And she lured me in there and attacked me.
Touch that Mustang. Stop it!
Touched it.
Do not hit my Mustang.
Irritate me all you want. You're ruining our relationship because you gave your keys to your cousin.
I didn't give my keys to anybody.
You're the one who asked him to mess with your car. I haven't touched this car in forever. It's been in my way. I'd like it out of the way. I have no idea where the keys are. Would love to know. But that's not what we were doing today. But you have to do this. You have to don't defend
ask you a question.
now.
I can defend myself all I want because you're being insane.
You want to video record shit?
You want to threaten to hit my car with a hammer? God damn it!
There it goes.
Marriage over, Mitch. Goodbye. Don't.
Now, what's the purpose of us showing this? Is because
oh man, this part amps me up. He raised that hammer up. Who's he gonna do?
Now, what's the purpose of us?
You want to threaten to hit my car with a hammer? God damn it!
There it goes.
Hold on.
Marriage over, Mitch. Goodbye. Don't.
He raised that hammer up like you gonna hit her. I'm just saying. She said, "Don't," like he raised it in the air. What was he gonna do with that? Candace, this is your co-defendant.
Now,
like you raising in the air for her. Where he going with this? Look at this free frame. Look at God. Won't he do it? Pause it right where I needed it. Where he going? What was this strike gonna be for? This is our co-defendant. Girl, this is your co-defendant, you dumbass. His credibility is shot to hell. What was he gonna hit? He raised that hammer up again. And she said, "Don't." I know he wasn't gonna go and hit her with that hammer. Yeah, this idiot is crazy. Oh my God. Does he look like he coming towards her? Like he was trying to get around that box to come towards her. Because if he was going to hit the car again, he would have just hit it again. He had already hit it. Who is he about to hit here? Candace. This soulless miscreant from hell was going to hit her with this hammer. Because he had already hit the car. He wasn't scared to do that. He raised this out and she had to yell, don't. The hell going on? To all the real men in the chat, can y'all please tell, like, please tell me what this looks like to you all? Because this looks like he was trying to raise this hammer to hit her. He would have hit the car if he was going to hit the car. He had already done that. This looked like he was about to hit her. You know what type of damage? Like, Candace, you brought this piece of on your show, and then you tried to downplay this, talk about, well, I'm not interested in their domestic issues. This man was going to hit a grown woman with a hammer. The fuck wrong with you, girl? Y'all see this man? I'm so glad I got this freeze frame. My mind is blown. It don't even like he was trying to go towards her. I gotta snip this. Maybe my eyes deceive me. That hammer is raised in the air. Y'all see that? That hammer is in the air. He raised that hammer up. What was he gonna damn do? Who is he about to hit? Yo, he raised that hammer in the air like he was gonna hit her. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is crazy. Candace, this man was gonna hit this woman with this hammer. I don't even know what else. Okay. I don't even know what else to say. Candace, this man is a domestic abuser. And not just physical abuse. He had a blunt object in his hand. You know, this hammer could have been a weapon. What if he would have struck her in the head? He could have killed her. And you trying to give this piece of shit credibility? Who child? All right, let's move on before I get real mad. Yo, y'all see that?
Now,
He was gonna hit her. You can't make this shit up. He was gonna hit her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Candace, you are the worst. You hear me? You're the worst. You're the worst. He was going to hit her with that damn hammer. You can't make this up. Marriage. I'm doing this. I gotta slow this down.
Bitch. Goodbye.
Joe. He was gonna hit her. Candace, he was going to hit her with the fucking hammer. What is wrong with you? Y'all see this? I have to slow this down. Oh my God. Am I the only one that caught this? This is insane. Listen. I just want to make sure. Hold on. Let me watch this again.
Marriage over, bitch. Goodbye. Joe.
Candace. That boy raised that hammer to hit that woman. He is a punk ass. He need his ass whooped. Y'all see that? He walked up. That's what I'm saying. I had to slow this down because I'm like, I know I didn't see what I just saw. He walked towards her with that hammer raised. And she said, don't. And he lowered it. He was going to hit her with the fucking hammer. What are we doing? You can't make this up. He moves towards her. Candace, this man was going to hit this woman with this hammer.
Over, bitch. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh my God, Candace. You using this idiot as somebody to be credible. Did they not notice this? Am I the one noticing this? Man, this is unbelievable. He walked towards her. Look at him leading in. Oh man, he was gonna hit this one with this damn hammer. Oh my God, y'all. Boy. Oh man, this is hard to watch. Oh, this is hard to watch. This is hard to watch. I'll speed up a little bit.
Now, what's the purpose of us showing this? Is because
she's screwed.
Well,
Oh
because
my
her
God.
key witness is a liar. Like Mitch,
Yeah.
this dude is
He was
a
gonna hit
insane
her.
psychopath, right? And the reason that she has stopped talking about Mitch and distanced herself from
Oh
Mitch is
my
because
God,
every single
y'all.
thing Mitch has said has been a lie. Every
Oh,
single
man.
bit of it has been a lie. Now, if you'll recall, Todd, you can go to my page really quick. We're going to go through this real quick. If you'll recall, Andrew Colvett, when Candace Owens said, I have never said that I believe Erica Kirk murdered Charlie. And then yesterday, I thought it was funny on the show that she actually made a statement saying, I want to set the record straight. I do not believe Erica Kirk murdered her husband. I wonder why she's doing that. I wonder why. Because
It doesn't matter what she believed. It's about what she said and what the reasonable reader and listener took away from that. The implication, the inference of that. That is supported by case law. That's why we went back over that again. I found more comments on X too. Yep, Candace, your cult members finna catch it. They can kiss my ass. You putting this idiot up here, and he was going to hit a woman with a hammer. What the hell?
Andrew Colvett published this when she tweeted that she had never said those things. He published a screenshot of Aubrey and her conversations. And at the very end, you can see right there, he said, Candace Owens says, my first question is going to be, why did you murder your husband? Now, since then, and this is the amazing part, Candace Owens and according to her, Aubrey have now demanded that Andrew Colvett released all the rest of the text message to show the context of that conversation.
The jury will not need to see all of them. They're going to dissect that one question and break it down. Just with the first word alone proves that you have already concluded in your mind that you believe that she killed her husband. You're asking why, for motive and intent. You never asked, did you murder your husband? Not one time has she ever asked that. Candace, don't start now. She has never asked, did you murder your husband? All the statements she's made, they gonna find out the hard way. They got Supreme Court rulings on that. You don't even have to say you murdered your husband. All the statements you made implicating that is sufficient for defamation. You dumb fuck. I can't believe this guy was gonna hit this one with his hammer, y'all.
But here's the part that I don't understand.
Oh my
and
God.
maybe her crazy cult following can explain to me. Why does Andrew need to release the text of your conversation? Don't you have the text? Why don't you release the text?
Lazy ass.
Am I the only crazy person that thought of that? Like, hold on, chick. You want Andrew to release all the text of your conversation? You got the text.
Got him.
You got
release
it. But she depends on her
Lazy.
audience to be dumb.
Lazy.
But it doesn't stop there. Then she says that because Erica Kirk spoke out.
Candace knows that her audience is dumb. And she knows they will not challenge her either. Just like they won't ask her, can you post up your 2 degrees? You claim you obtained 2 degrees in journalism and in English. Post the degrees up. Why don't you show proof that you completed 2 bachelor's degrees? They won't ask that because they're stupid.
Out, she was then going to punish Erica more. I've never heard of someone who punishes someone with the truth. That just seems weird to me. It's a weird statement. But here's what she has to say about this bombshell here. Oh, right. Excuse me, Todd. Then before she drops the bombshell of punishing Erica Moore, she now has the audacity to say that Erica Kirk has now put a target on Candace Owens' back. You can't make it up. Let's play it.
Yesterday, news hangover, I realized that I'm actually so not okay with what Erica Kirk did. She essentially put a target on my back by wrongly asserting that I accused her of murdering her husband. I don't think we can let that slide.
Pause. Hold on. No, we can't let it slide. First of all, can we just say only to agree with this post above, only a black, leftist, liberal lunatic would project like this. Candace Owens is saying Erica Kirk put a target on her back. Chick, your past 8 months of your life has been nothing but harassing, surveilling, accusing,
Doxing,
insinuating,
stalking.
putting a target on Erica Kirk's back.
Stalking, doxing, targeting, victimizing herself. Sitting here platforming a man that was going to hit a grown woman that gave birth to his child with a hammer. A hammer. He was going to use a blunt object and hit this woman with a hammer. A hammer. I mean, isn't that attempted murder? What are we doing?
What are you talking about? If you think Candace Owens sucks, I want you to blow up the comment section with the COS. Candace Owens sucks. But here we go. Here is her bombshell. Her bombshell is she's destroying everyone. Andrew Colvett, Erica, the whole thing. She's dropping the biggest bombshell that she has dropped yet. And it is that she has a leaker that is not Aubrey. And it is, in fact, Mikey McCoy. Play the clip. Let's go. We got to roll.
Wow. Turning Point USA people telling me to look further into Andrew Colvett. Was it Aubrey, as he tries to insinuate? No. It was Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy got a message out to me via a third-party person that I should look more into Andrew Colvett. Why would he do that, Andrew? Why
Pause.
Say that I should look.
That's it.
Well, who's the third-party person? Other than Lucifer, because only Candace can hear demons squealing in her head. She knows the sound of demons squealing. Candace, who's the third-party person? Well, you love lying on people. See, that's the best thing about this is that we're not obligated to believe that bullshit because she can't prove it, and she won't. She won't even post up all the text messages between her and Aubrey. The jury won't need all of them. They'll just need the one where you literally said, "Why did you kill your husband?" That's sufficient. The rest will be fluff. Be moot. That one text proves the point, along with all of your followers' comments. I love the attorneys are doing this. Candace, the attorneys are getting your followers' comments and using them against you, and I'm helping them. You can kiss my ass.
Question. That's a good question. Why would Mikey McCoy do that, Candace Owens? First of all, I know who your third party is. It's John Mappin. Who's John Mappin? John Mappin is the insane Scientologist backer of Candace Owens, by the way.
Yeah.
The insane backer of Candace Owens. So if you want to believe a Scientologist, you go ahead. This guy is certified.
Dear Scientology, Candace Owens is all yours. You can take her and her cult. See, Candy ass cult members, y'all can actually be a part of a real cult. Go join Scientology. Leave us alone. Go deal with them. Get the hell on. Go flood up in their chats. Get friendly and cozy with Scientology. Leave us out of that shit. We don't want any parts of it. Candace Owens and her cult can go join Scientology and keep living and kick rocks. We will not care that you all go to Scientology. Go on.
Justifiably insane. But here's the bigger thing. See, Candace expects all of us to have short-term memory. She especially expects her cult to have short-term memory. So here's some things I want to play. These are, just from a couple months ago, clips of her going after Mikey McCoy. Let's play it.
But the bigger thing is that he says Mikey had blood all over him. Except Mikey did not have blood anywhere near him because Mikey was behind the tent when Charlie got shot. And Mikey, in less than a second, does something that I find to be quite strange. Puts his phone to his
cares
ear,
if it's
and he
strange?
begins a conversation. So we're going to watch that clip in its entirety. Mark is going to bring it in.
Watch this. There's Mikey. Now they're going to put a timer on this. Watch.
So we decided to slow this clip down, and we're going to watch this clip slow down so you can see that it is exactly 834 milliseconds from the time that you hear the shot. That is how
Any judge and jury would say, why do we care about that? What does this have to do with you defaming Erica Kirk at TPUSA? Nothing. Your Honor. This will mean nothing in a court of law. This is what the candy asses really fear. Because they know they have no sway in the court of law. You don't give a damn how they feel in court. Candace, you will find out the hard way that all of this is moot. It's stupid and it's moot. This is not a defense for you falsely accusing this woman of murdering her husband or being a part of a conspiracy to murder her husband or a part of a cover-up in her husband's assassination, all of which are still criminal offenses. There lies the defamation. You are falsely accusing someone of committing a criminal offense. That includes conspiracy or a cover-up of a murder. Because she's that stupid, and so are her cult members, where you have to speak that slow to them. That's why I repeat myself a lot. Because they're too stupid to understand that even falsely accusing someone of conspiracy to commit murder or aiding in a cover-up of a murder is still a criminal offense in and of itself. And that's still defamation. Dumbass.
How long it takes for Mikey McCoy to put the phone to his ear. Now, why is that precise timing so important? Because there's no dialing. Mikey didn't have time to dial. You can't dial and put your phone to an ear in 0.834 seconds. The next time that you're going to see Mikey McCoy, as we just showed you, is in just under 2.5 seconds on the other side of the tent. He's on a phone call. So we can track Mikey, but let's watch the clip.
Yeah, no. Keep stalking him. Mikey McCoy needs to sue Candace and do a federal lawsuit. All of them need to hit her with federal lawsuits. Sue the crap out of her. I'm here for it. We're getting comments recorded in this video because, you know, they're going to try to go out and delete stuff. People watch my videos whether they want to or not admit it, but they do. Because I catch the stuff in those lawsuits that is most important. Candace, your followers' comments are being used against you.
Again, in milliseconds, so you
let's watch
really
it, Candace.
grasp
Let's do
how
it.
quickly this transpires.
We're getting them all.
All right, pause.
So was brought.
That's it. Okay, go to the next one. So my question to you is, why did Candace Owens, in the chat right now, why did Candace Owens start doing that against Mikey McCoy? Is it because she thought Mikey was innocent, or was it because she was insinuating that Mikey McCoy was calling somebody essentially like it's done? What do you think in the comment section? Go to the next one, Todd. Let's go. Well, we've got more things here, and this is all important stuff. Let's go. Play it. Let's go.
People need to listen. And I am just getting so tired of all of these frauds out there that are, like I said, gaslighting us, just gaslighting us and telling us that Blake Neff now somehow holds the keys and knows what Charlie would have wanted. Mikey McCoy, this like kid who came out of nowhere, knows exactly, like we were his best friends so much so that we won't even help the public investigate what happened on.
This is all a PR show for her. She doesn't give a shit about this. Candace does not care about Charlie Kirk. How's that chicken parm, Candace? At Dave Rubin's house. How was that chicken parm? It looked good, girl. You don't care about any of this. And you know it. This is all a show for her. It's PR. That's why she's responding with this so-called, who's the PR? I can't believe the PR. They're suing you. Go to court with that PR BS if you want to. They're suing you. Erica Kirk is suing you. All these videos and clips and stuff can be used against you, Candace.
That day, things that in no way would transform the ongoing investigation. Answering basic questions would actually remove some of the rumor and innuendo. No one can explain to me.
Pause. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Again, I just trying to like point something out here. Go to the next one. Let's play it.
And I know for a fact also that one of his first phone calls, it wasn't just 2 phone calls he made 3, because he also called Elizabeth McCoy, his wife, who screamed at the office. Okay. And so we're not being told the truth. We are not being told the sensible truth. Was his phone call to Erica only 10 seconds? Like you just drop that news and keep it moving? Or was he already on the phone with Rob McCoy?
Pause. I think we got one more. Right? Let's play this last one here. Here we go. Let's play this one.
Keep going, boy.
Do me a favor. Doug DeGroot, that board member that announced you as the CEO, you made it really biblical. Could you send him my regards? I know he was meeting with Mikey the other day. They were discussing how to invest money. That's so weird. Mikey, he didn't straight from high school, was just Charlie's intern assistant, and now he's sitting down with board members. And
Candace, you dropped out of college and then lied about having 2 degrees. Are you gonna ever post up your 2 degrees? You were trying to size up Piers Morgan, and you lied about getting 2 degrees in 1 year, 2 bachelor's degrees in 1 year. When are you going to post up proof of your degrees? Because your cult members don't understand the definition of the word lie because they're stupid. Mitch Snow tried to hit a woman with a hammer, and they're still stupid. When are you going to post evidence of your 2 degrees up? We keep talking about him getting out of high school and being the next leader in this. You suck. You only worked for TPUSA for 19 months. And it's funny how they bested you and still had you in a contract where you could not defile them. And when you did, guess what? You breached that contract. So they get to sue your ass for that, which they will, because you're implicating them in the cover-up of an assassination. You know, a criminal offense with no evidence because you're an idiot. You should be sued into oblivion. And we are here for that. Stop sitting here making it seem like you care about this boy getting fresh out of high school into a role that you wanted. If you were smart enough and competent enough to be the vice president of anything, you would be. What happened to Blexit again? Need I remind the candy ass cult members that your dumb cult leader hemorrhaged over $550,000 on security. On security. Now, whether it all really went to security or not will be a matter of having to do a little bit more investigation and research on that. But according to tax documents, over $550,000 went to security detail. Blexit was only up and running for 3 tax years. 3 tax years. So, what do you want? This girl is proven that she's not business savvy. George Farmer can't keep Parler Inc. rolling. Even Kanye West didn't want to buy it, and she calls him a brother. He was like, no thanks. He couldn't get any real backers on Parler Inc. I thought they were financially savvy and smart and business savvy and all that. But he can't get a sponsor for Parler Inc. It's pretty much like a shell company now. It's almost non-existent. So you have dummy husband and dummy wife. Both have ran multi-million-dollar companies to the ground. To the point where not even Kanye West want to have something to do with it. And he thinks that Candace Owens is a smart black woman. And he didn't buy Parler Inc. He didn't even bail her out with Blexit. You know who did? TPUSA. They took over Blexit. They didn't have to do that. But they did. They could have left her hanging. Oh, you ran out of money in Blexit? Oh, no, this is so sad for you. You may have to close down shop, girl. No, they took over and they acquired Blexit. They did not have to do that for Candace Owens. I wouldn't have. And you sitting here talking about somebody getting a job fresh out of high school when your ass brags about dropping out of college in your 3rd year. when you could have gotten financial help to just finish up. And then when you claim you went back and got 2 degrees, you won't even show proof of that. Gareth, you don't kick rocks, you dumb heifer.
That's it. Pause it. So my question to you, the Dear America family in the audience, why did she spend weeks going after Mikey McCoy? Was it because she thought Mikey McCoy might have been in on it? Because that's what Candace does. She insinuates. That's weird. Why was he making phone calls? Why was he doing that? Why did she make Mikey McCoy's life a living hell to where he has to have constant security protection? There's people showing up at his house, all this other kind of stuff. Why would she do that if now she's dropping this bombshell that her leaker the entire time was Mikey McCoy?
My Lord.
You expect us to be idiots, to quote you, Candace. And my audience is not a bunch of idiots. We are not idiots, and we will not be treated like so. You expect us to believe that the guy that you spent weeks trying to destroy his life because you thought it was weird that he had a cell phone up to his ear, and who was he calling? Why don't you release the phone log? They're lying to us. Mikey McCoy is lying to us about who he called. Why does the phone call matter unless you thought that he was in on it, right? That's the logical conclusion, right? So now you expect us to believe that the guy that you set your targets on, the 24-year-old, by the way, you just said in that last thing, he's a high school kid. He knows nothing. What does he have to do with anything? Why is he doing this? But now you want us to believe that he was your leaker? He's your bombshell leaker of what happened? And he got to you via a third party of a known liar and Scientologist lunatic named John Mappin. No. The answer is no. Last but not least, Candace Owens loves a good conspiracy hour. She loves to simply ask questions. Well,
oh man, y'all, it went to the next video. Oh man, we got to do the George Farmer one and another one, because there's a couple videos on George Farmer we got to get to. All right, y'all, we got to end this out. How are we going to end this out? We're going to end this out on, let's go back to Ami. Let's go to Ami. Yeah, this has been something else. Oh, let me get these few more comments over here. Candace, because I'm here for this girl. Oh, Lord have mercy, y'all. Milk Bar has a new video. He just put this up. Hold on. I just want to show you all these comments. Riker over on X. Erica Kirk murdered her husband. No justice for Charlie. No peace. Like he cares. I don't know. I want y'all to look at this though. He said this on February 16th. Replying to Truth Over Trend, whoever that is. Riker here on X. Blue check. Candace, your dumbass followers' comments will be used against you in a court of law. Joseph Timon Poetry. Yeah, on March 24th, said, replying to, I'm Jenny Robinson. This dumbass girl here. One who should be named. I'm Jenny Robinson. Yeah, she should be named. Erica Kirk murdered her husband, so it's unlikely. Candace, your own cult followers don't seem to be confused at what you've been saying this whole time. They're saying it flat out. These are your followers. Here's Riker again on December 12th. Erica Kirk murdered her husband, straight up. Replying to I'm Jenny Robinson, another one who should be named as a co-defendant. Candace, we can do this all day. I told you. Y'all see the title of this live stream. Candace Owens' cult followers are going to get her effed up. I'm here for this. Candace, your cult followers are about to get you effed up. This Riker person, he keeps saying it. This is what? February 16th? December 12th? Who's this? Boats replying to all these people. Hey, did you see Erica Kirk murder her husband and New York has free apartments and free food? November 26th last year. Riker again, because he's so popular. December 15th, 2025. replying to PBD's podcast, Erica Kirk murdered her husband. She's guilty. She's guilty straight up. Candace, I told you. Your dumbass cult followers are going to get you effed up. Now, this Riker person probably should be named as a co-defendant. He keeps repeating this. This is the third time so far. Yeah, we've got 3 times so far for Riker. Riker, you're an idiot. 4 times for Riker on December 13th. If you can convict this man without a trial, then I say Erica Kirk murdered her husband. You can say it 1,000 times until the cows fly over the moon, you dumbass. You're going to get your cult leader effed up because you're making an affirmative allegation with 0 evidence of a criminal offense. You stupid F word. I'm trying my best not to cuss. So Riker is just going in. And these people like this, I'm Jenny Robinson and Project Constitution, all of them, they need to catch it. They need to catch it. Because that's all they do is sit here and parrot that bullshit. Your cult members aren't confused, Candace, at you saying Erica Kirk murdered her husband. You're doing a whole series where you try to prove that Erica Kirk murdered her husband. Conspiracy, pre-planning, post-phase, whatever. You think this woman wants to deal with this BS? Same person 4 times. How many more times does he have to say it? How many more times does he have to say this dumb shit? 4 times in a row. Like 4 times. From Riker. On 4 different dates. They're not confused at this. You are putting out information where your cult followers are walking away flat out saying she murdered her husband over and over and over and over again. There's no confusion in that. And this is how it's going to be presented to the jury. You bless God for these idiots telling on their cult leader. Candace, you could get your cult under control, but you're not going to. You're an idiot, so whatever. We got to get Milk Bar in, y'all. I want to see this.
By spreading defamatory lies about Harpole and then cajoling him to give her the exclusive content.
Can y'all hear? Hit the 4 of y'all can hear. Let me know if you can hear. Okay. All right, let me go back. Let's go back. All right, let's go.
Content of a respect by spreading defamatory lies about Harpole and then cajoling him to give her the exclusive content of a response, she stood to profit from increased attention and viewership to her platform at Harpole's expense.
She did.
So he didn't reply with a yes or no because he didn't want to give me.
He didn't have to. He doesn't owe you a response. And the judge will have no problem reminding you you're not entitled to a response. You texting him 2 to 3 additional times after he ignored you is harassment with the intent to harass. Because you're having a problem with him not responding to you. Just like you defaming him with the intent to defame. And aiding in a conspiracy to defame. Candace, just because you don't know laws doesn't mean you have to sit here and pretend that you can't read either. You can just Google this stuff, or ask your attorney. Reach out to your attorneys. Whatever you have left. Candace, whatever you have left of your legal defense for the Macron lawsuit, because they're withdrawing quick. You're going to have to pay a lot of money for attorneys because you're not going to be able to get attorneys like that. Everybody's not going to want to represent you. So you're about to have a harder time getting attorneys because they're just not willing to take the hit on their actual image, on their credibility. And then all the dumb shit you and your followers say that we're reading back to back to back to back about you accusing someone of murdering their husband. They're not going to want to take that on. So good luck to all the money you're going to have to spend to get some attorneys to represent your dumbass. Oh, this is going to be pricey.
An exclusive yes or no,
He doesn't
because then
owe
I
you
would
that.
have made money on my platform. I didn't ask you for an exclusive.
He didn't have
It
to
would
respond.
have put an end to me covering the story beyond, but I'm open. Give me the alibi. Give it to me.
They did give an alibi, so they do care. If you have to give someone an alibi, it's because you don't want people to think that you're there. There is an alibi is not needed if there's nothing to hide. So that's why it matters. I think that's why it matters, and that's why this is now. That's why I named this. Why it suddenly really matters, right? So if they had kind of stayed out of it and were like, "Well, I'm not even going to answer because it's so stupid," then we're like, "Okay, well, maybe he's just wrong," and that would be what it was. He would just be wrong.
But I'm open. Give me the alibi. Give it to me.
Give me the alibi like a 2-year-old. I want cookie. I want a cookie. Mommy, give me the cookie. Oh, Candace, you dumb heifer. Oh, you're so stupid. You can't go to court. This part of this video is going to be played. And they're going to be like, this dumb brat think that she's supposed to get an alibi? They gave her flight information. She didn't like it. The end. We're just going to order her to pay out $20 million. I mean, what more do we need? Candace, you are screwed. You are so screwed. She didn't even deny that she profited off of the defamation. She's sitting here talking about an alibi that she was given. He gave you flight information. You want more? Do a foyer to get surveillance camera footage in the airport. Get off, you don't kick rocks. Don't nobody owe you shit. This dumb helpful think people owe her something. No one owes you a damn thing, Candace. And you run around here, you sound like a 2-year-old. Give me the alibi. Give me.
An alibi is not needed if there's nothing to hide. So that's why
they gave it to her.
I think that's why it matters, and that's why this is now. That's why I named this. Why it suddenly really matters, right? So if they had kind of stayed out of it and were like, "Well, I'm not even going to answer."
Because you just told on yourself. Guess what? They're going to use that in court. She knows that they could have just ignored her, but in the pursuit of truth, they gave her flight information, and she didn't like it because it didn't fit her narrative. She wanted to keep making money off of it, and she showed a reckless disregard of the truth. That is the court requirement to prove malicious intent. Candace, they don't give you this because they want you to have it and they feel that you're going to do right by it. They only gave it to you because they want to prove they gave you the truth. They gave you the facts. They wanted you to correct your error, and you failed to do it, and you doubled down on your stupid lie. They want to be able to prove, Your Honor, we sent her the flight information and we went out of our way to ensure that she corrected the record. And she showed a reckless disregard for the truth. And as opposed to her talking about anything else on earth, she kept doubling down on this bullshit. That is malicious intent. And for that, that's more money you got to spend out in punitive damages, you dumbass. Oh, they're going to hit you for $20 million, Candace. I'm ready.
Because it's so stupid. And we're like, okay, well, maybe he's just wrong. And that would be what it was. He would just be wrong.
But I'm open. Give me the alibi. Give it to me.
Give it to me. Give it to me. That's mine. Oh, my God. Candace.
By spreading defamatory lies about Harpole.
You probably walk around here telling your kids that. Is that how you get George in the mood? Give it to me, George. Give it to me. I want it. Give it to me, George. Come on. This is mine. Oh, man. George, it's understandable that you're in the closet. But just, do something. You getting black eyes. She's got broken foot or whatever. She's about to bankrupt your ass. You might want to make a move. Yo, that's how Candace gets pregnant. Come on, George, give it to me. I want the alibi. I want it. Oh, my dear Lord, we gotta have some fun with that. See myself, Lord. Give it to me. Come on. Yeah, Yeasty and I are waiting. Oh my God. Candace. Oh man. Oh, Candace. Oh girl. Oh, we gotta show the Eustasaurus at the end. Where's Ami at? I had an Ami one. Hold on. All right, here we go. We got Ami coming up, y'all. So we can bring this to a close on a funny note while we're in the laughing mood. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much know I'm gonna just say whatever comes up, come out. Oh, George, don't slam dunk it. Don't slam dunk it. Don't give it to her too many times. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's code for foreplay for Candace. George, am I getting an alibi tonight or what? Grimace wants to know. He's been kind of burned down there. He says, I gotta prepare myself. And are we alibying tonight or what? How's that gonna go? No, I'm not in the mood. Leave me alone. I'm calling my mother. Last time it resulted in me having a black eye. Do you not remember my black eye? I mean, I couldn't even get a cup of coffee. No, dear. We're not alibi tonight. No alibis tonight. Leave me alone. I'm calling Andrew Tate. Oh my good God, heaven, y'all. Candace. Oh, Candace, I'm gonna clown you until kingdom come. You understand me, Huffle? Y'all, let's get some Ami in while we at it. This is too funny. Shout out to Ami. Thank you so much, Juju, for dropping the YouTube channel link in the chat. Candace, we have a new way to talk about you and George doing the mamba. It's called alibi. They're working on baby number 5 with these alibis. You know, it's code for bring it to me, daddy. Oh man, he's like, I'm just sliding into a puddle of yeast. I'm not in the mood. Smells like sourdough in here. Oh man. Oh, Candace. I would quote a movie right now, but I'm just not. Oh, shout out to you, Juju. Guys, make sure you check out Ami. This is YouTube channel link. Mama love you, honey. Hopefully he got my email. Let's get to it. Hit the phone where you can hear.
All right, you guys, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Super excited to get into this week's episode. We're going to be discussing a whole range of issues, Of course, discussing the latest from Erica Kirk. Erica putting out there these lies, claiming that I said that she murdered her husband, claiming that I said that. I never said that. I said very clearly, and it was very obvious that I said she was behind the murder of her husband, that she was behind that murder and should go to jail, and that everyone at Turning Point betrayed Charlie. I said that. But anyway, she's now attempting to call me out on my behavior, on my conduct. Seems now that she's coming out to condemn me, okay? What she doesn't know is that I had a dream last night. I had a dream that reveals everything. And I will tell you all about it in today's episode. Stay tuned, you guys.
Erica Kirk just...
Oh, in today's episode. Oh, Ami. Oh, mama love you, honey. Oh, my good God, y'all. Candace. Oh, Candace. The people want to see it. They want to see you in an alternate lifetime, okay? they want to end out on you in your alternate form. Oh my God. Where is it? Candace. Oh Lord. This is when she throws a tantrum, y'all. This is what happens. Y'all, welcome back. Yeastosaurus. He's here. Candace said, you don't want to see me in my final form. Get over here. Candace, you don't even have to dress up like Halloween or anything. You can just come in your natural form. Girl, take that human mask off and come on. Show us all what you really are. There's no need to be ashamed. Look at that. All them fangs and teeth and stuff. That black tongue. Why is the tongue black? Like she got 3 set of gums back there. Oh, Lord have mercy. Girl, you spitting out that hot fire. Oh, man. Candace said, see my final form. Why, Erica? Why won't you love me? Oh, don't make me hot tour you, Lady Luck. I will hot tour all over you. Oh, man. Yeastosaurus look like he can hot tour a lot of people. Okay. Oh, Candy, you know you went to that fort. You just flew over it. How long did you take to get Mitch over there? She carried him in her fangs. And then she just dropped him down on the base. Spit hot fire on his ass. He got to run. All right, y'all. Give it up for Yeastosaurus for gracing us with his presence. Oh, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let's get these last Super C. Oh, Lord have mercy. Jesus. Shout out to Mandy for the 5. Thank you so much. There's some catalog in her video to make sure that she is not editing her videos. Oh, man. Shout out to you for the 5. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. Oh, we got I Speak For You with the $9.99 super. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Luck, for your support of Erica and constantly exposing evil Candace. Let's hope more people start suing her. I'm here for it, honey. We got a lot of comments in from her cult followers today. Candy ass is going to be so mad. I got to give a damn. We got a lot more than comments here. So somebody tag Erica Kirk on this. Let her know. And whenever you're ready to sue, the Lady Luck Club has a treasure trove of comments from Candace's cult following that can be used against Candace in the court of law. Oh, man. Then she can cite over the lawsuit filed for Brian Harper. Their attorneys are brilliant. You understand? It was a brilliant strategy and move. And it represents the reasonable reader and listener. We all believe that Candace called Erica Kirk a murderer. We're all saying that. Candace, your cult isn't the only one saying this. They're the only ones that are bold enough to say it in a post or a video. And they actually believe it. We all believe that you feel that Erica Kirk murdered her husband, because that's what you keep saying. So now it's being used against you. Stand on it and go to court. This is something else. Yeastosaurus will be there. He may have to turn it down. He probably put on a little black, maybe some gray. But Candace, you cannot wear Mima's muumuus to court. You can't wear this dumb shit. You need to put on a suit. Black, blue, gray. Tone this stuff down, girl. Y'all, can you believe she dropped thousands of dollars on this muumuu? All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you all. I will be scheduling our watch party for tomorrow. We're going to be checking out Laura Loomer's expose she's done on the collapse of Candace Owens, episode 186 on tomorrow. So watch party. And I will schedule the watch party for Fax Me Live that he's done. And that's going to be on hopefully Monday night. I'll do that. All right. And then we'll still have our little Scientology Sunday. People are still rating those LA spots. And I want to see it. Ron is he still in jail? Michelle will let me know tomorrow. So Ron went to jail. We need to find out what's going on with that. So we got Scientology Sunday for tomorrow, watch party, and Candace Owens marathon. You guys make sure you tune in. Oh, and I got a Brandon Tatum clip that I need to do. Shout out to Jay Witt for sending me over the cartoon version of it, because his little punk ass likes to hit people with copyright strikes. Jay Wick got hit with a copyright strike from Brandon Tatum, of all people. The clown that's too scared to say something about Candace. Hitting people with copyright strikes because dumb reasons. So we got the cartoon version of his reaction to Candace to Erica Kirk calling out Candace. And it's going to be epic. So I'll set that live up. That'll be a quick one. But yeah, we got that planned for tomorrow, y'all. So tune in. Come prepared. Get your popcorn, your glass of wine, Kool-Aid, juicy juice, milk, Yeastosaurus, whatever. Candace, you can kiss my ass. I want you all to have a great night. Thank y'all so much. Until the next one, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.